my god, I can't believe you said that.
Jeez.
Alright. I'm ready.
All right.
Get your board forks ready. Sauce on when tonight.
Yep, Bork's in the chat. You're ready. She's being a terror.
Oh no.
She's straight
Kobold is being mauled.
It's horrific, everyone.
It's terrifying.
There's so much blood.
You should feel so lucky it's off screen.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, the Cobaldity.
The Cobaldity.
Should we turn a camera and document his demise?
We got to the door. We should be fine.
Okay.
Remember me, he says.
Well,
At least he didn't say Benjamin, because that's not happening. Well, you're good doggo. Good doggo. Get rid of the kobold. That's fine. All right. Anyways, so you guys all suck.
Wow.
So we'll start with that.
Man.
Just gonna start with that.
I don't know.
I'm
I've
just
heard a
getting
lot
this-
of the contrary today, so my ego's pretty big at the moment.
Hey, I retracted that.
Oh, that's true. I'm back to normal.
Why don't you go ahead and deflate that head
I
there?
just love that you
very
retracted
fickle.
everyone else's comments.
I know, right? He now speaks for all of us. Did you not get the memo?
Yeah, retracted, redacted, install a shunt. So just never inflates it in.
All right.
I like the way you curl your mustache.
That was weird.
It was supposed to be. I'm uncomfortable. I'm in a room. In a house. On a
Yes, you-
street surrounded by cold.
You're not in a street. You're in a house.
Yeah, you're in
Yes,
a house.
but the house is on a street.
Speaking of, so we just watched, I'm sure everybody just saw on the TLDW, we're on the street, across the street,
Yeah.
kind of on the corner. We
Mhm.
just watched a bunch of people, we're assuming they're cultists because they were in hoods,
They better be
Which is-
cultists because we're
turns out-
slaughtering these
which
people.
is a normal thing at night.
No,
is
or
to
it's
wear
an
hoods,
orgy.
but-
College, right? You know, kids trying to learn and banging out frustration.
Kids
Jeez.
Kids are all trying to learn, and the first thing they think of is orgies. Not library, orgies.
Yeah,
It's been a while since we've been in school. I'm just saying.
That's true.
yeah.
For some of us.
When I was in school, I definitely didn't think about the library. But
So I take Mike to school every day.
I thought about the library at least like every 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That is what they say. I thought about it far less often.
Yeah. The
And look at
library,
you.
how dare you?
Yeah, and look at you, a college grad.
The library.
This is a place of learning.
I went. I learned.
Yeah.
I did it.
We'll see about that.
The learning.
No, she didn't.
I said
I
that.
don't want to talk about it. It's weird now.
That's weird.
Matt, you made this weird.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Who made you this way? Why are you like this? Do I need to call Mama McDonald?
I like this shirt.
It's
tell her-
plaid, you know. It's a good look. It's probably pretty timeless.
Yeah,
It's hard to go wrong with plaid.
that's true.
Stop
Timeless.
looking at me.
Like-
God damn it.
Like the monocle. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, timeless. That'll never go out of fashion. I keep a monocle on me at all times.
Oh yeah? Show me.
Just never been anywhere fancy enough to wear
I
it.
don't need to prove anything. My word's not good enough. Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I see where we stand. Well, I would see it, because I have my monocle. But I don't want it.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I swear, if you ask me to make a stealth roll,
Yeah,
I'm
sometimes.
gonna lose it.
Sometimes
Stealth roll. Anyways.
Well, you said.
Yeah.
He lost it.
Oh, yeah, I did lose it.
If you're invisible, you get advantage.
I'm not invisible.
Be
probably
invisible.
should be.
Be invisible.
He's a box right now. He's like,
Yeah,
he's like,
I'm not.
oh,
He
why
was
did you
like
drop
this.
your box?
Because I thought it would look weird sneaking in through the window
As a box.
as a
Yeah.
box.
Yeah, that's
Just
not
as big
odd.
box flies
Have you
up.
not played
Splayed.
played Metal Gear?
Hey, Godric, I'm just
No,
gonna
I
need
ne-
you to,
I
I'm
never
just gonna
played
need you
Metal
to
Gear.
stay in your lane tonight.
Or
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda Wind
Just gonna
Waker.
need
Let me
to-
explain to you about something real quick, alright?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but I am a wolf in sheep's clothing among you. I'm not a nerd. I just build a bunch of city tiles out of foam.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
I'm not a
God.
nerd.
I don't think we could be
In front of
friends
the
if you
other
were a
friends.
nerd.
Yeah, my friends are nerds, so I cloak to be like you.
I see.
Yeah.
You're parroting. That's all
Yeah.
you do is
Yeah.
parrot.
No,
I
it's,
am a
okay.
parent.
He
It's
is a
okay. I
parent.
have friends that are nerds.
Oh, no. Just not me.
Alex is nerd by association.
Yeah, so I got an 18,
Nice.
That's decent.
if it counts for
Okay.
anything.
That's solid. Counts for nothing.
Mm. Stop hitting yourself.
Stop it. Don't you pray for the strength
To deal
and
with you?
patience? Yeah, to deal with me. Don't you pray for yourself for
Quit
me?
peeking.
I can't see it. I literally can't see it. I was like that.
Yeah, no. There's nothing to
Did you
see.
sneak down early to try to open your presents on Christmas too?
Actually, no. And in fact, I'm wholeheartedly against all of those people who are probably 90% of America that open one present the night before.
Yeah.
That's not Christmas. That's not a Christmas present. You wait.
Yeah, I remember.
You effing wait.
I remember.
Yeah, but
Does it still count as the night before if it flips over to midnight?
My whole
Christmas
family
Day?
does a gift
Yes.
exchange on Christmas.
It counts.
So-
it counts as the night before until Santa shows up.
my family thing is we
Oh,
all
so it
would
never
we would
happens.
all open one present, but it was always pajamas.
That's
People don't know
what we
that.
do on Christmas Eve too. Is we get new pajamas.
Yep,
Okay, okay, we
that's-
can- we can
that's
pajamas.
So
Christmas.
it's
But
not
they're
a
not-
Christmas present. It's a Christmas Eve present.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
so we don't
specifically
unwrap
called that.
those. Those pajamas are just sitting out for us.
Ours are wrapped because we
Oh,
want
yeah,
to. It's a Christmas Eve present.
Because you don't care
We
about the
unwrap
environment.
ours.
No, but
That's
you know
why.
what it is. We'll see.
Never play a druid. I won't be able to believe it.
See. I remember going in my garage and I found all these
We're way off
presents.
track.
Yeah.
You're sneaking in a house and we're
Yeah,
killing
sure.
cultists right behind
Yeah,
you.
very
Yeah.
like when I was a kid and I snuck into my garage and I found all these presents. They weren't wrapped; they were just all these awesome toys. I'm like,
I was
why
about
are
to
all
ruin
these in
Christmas for
storage?
everybody.
So I busted them all out and I played with them. My mom was like, "Thanks, Alex. You just ruined Christmas for the family.
But you made your day.
Christmas is over."
Christmas is over.
Yeah,
Christmas
no,
is
she took the
canceled.
presents and took them away and turned them in or something. I don't know. Did something with them.
Hmm.
Oh, the trauma repressed. I don't remember.
What's
It's a blur.
I'm sorry that happened.
Enough.
to
You're trim now.
I
Yep.
am Trin.
Reel it back in.
I'm Trin.
Put that
and I
trauma
would
into
go in the
Trin's
garage and I would
backstory.
take
Yeah.
the presents.
Yeah.
But instead, I'm in a cultist house. So what will I take? I look for something to take.
All right.
Oh,
Roll. You'll be
possibly
fine.
monetary value or more interesting and mysterious, like culty. I don't know, something cursed.
Something cursed.
Yeah, something cursed. Well, I'm
What?
either
I
gonna
didn't even
find
know you
something
could
really
do that.
cursed or not very cursed at all.
So
7.
that color. Can someone enunciate that?
Batkala Odinson.
That person
Batkala Odinson.
subscribed at tier
Whatever.
2 for 6 months in advance.
In advance.
Holy cow.
Oh wow!
Damn.
In
Oh,
advance.
that's wild.
You are a fucking legend. You amazing individual.
Thank you,
Thank you
Pat.
so much. We
Odinson.
appreciate it.
Did our-
Odinson.
I
Yeah.
think I know who that is.
Yeah.
Solid is what it is.
I have a feeling that I know that.
we
person.
all know Odin.
This is Odinson.
We all know Odinson.
It's Batcula.
Oh.
Batcula Odinson.
Like Dracula.
I think I
Mhm.
might know who this person is.
It's possible.
I
You
think
know
our
everybody.
story about ruining Christmas just resonated with our audience.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it was an authentic and intimate moment between us and you.
We can blame you for what Batcula Odinson did.
Yes.
Instead of getting Batcula Odinson the props that they deserve, we'll give them to you.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
saying that we're forming this relationship. We is all anyway.
We're all bonding over past trauma.
Yeah.
Nice. That's D&D in a nutshell.
Scorched Earth? I want to do Scorched Earth.
Remember, we are in civilization, so before you destroy the city,
The
or the
cradle.
building that I'm in,
We're in the largest city of civilization.
Yeah.
Stop thinking about
You
consequences.
find 4 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces.
oh, well, I'm writing that down. Are they cursed?
They might be. You guys all have to
Spend them and find
spend
out.
them and find out. Or put them in your
Don't,
pocket and
don't
find
accidentally put them in the wrong pouch.
I
And
didn't.
mix them in with all
out. Maybe
the
they're
others.
coin mimics, whatever. Mimics just be hanging out in people's houses all over the place in this world. Anyways. It's true.
At least it was in Stockholm.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm glad you liked that.
So, as you are kind of thieving your way through the house and grabbing these little trinkets and pocketing them, grabbing this coin pouch, you make your way down to the study where they were to see the open bookcase that leads to the secret door. And you can hear voices coming from down this this set of stairs right behind it. But at the same time, you hear the front door open, and you hear about what sounds like a dozen whispered voices and low speaking tones just kind of talking to one another, and footsteps moving into the house. And then you hear the door gently close, and your eyes dart around the room for looking for a place to hide. And
Am I stuck going down the steps?
I don't know, are you?
I don't know. Do I see a good place? I'm scurrying down the steps. I don't know. I need to be close enough to hear, but I don't want them to see me. Scurry down the steps. I
Okay.
scurry.
Scurry. You scurry.
Stealthily.
Stealthily scurry. You already rolled your stealth check. Good
Yeah.
job. You got an 18.
Yeah, I did. I sure did.
Yeah.
Yep, that totally counts.
Yeah, it does. So, with them closing in on your position, you just kind of dart straight down the stairs. They travel downwards about maybe 8 or 9 feet, and you hit a wine cellar. In this wine cellar, which is kind of very dimly lit by a couple of lanterns that you can tell have recently been lit, more than likely by
I feel bad just.
Yeah,
the
like they're
lady
still
she was
warming
escorting
up.
a tea. Yep. And the voices have stopped. At least it seems to be the case. There is an emanating source of magic or something in this room. And as you accidentally bump into one of the wine racks and it makes no noise whatsoever, even as the bottles shake, and you kind of stomp your foot on the ground to see if it makes any noise, there's definitely like a cone of silence or a zone of silence at work in here.
Ooh.
But there doesn't seem to be any visible anybody in the
Activity.
room, and no activity, and you don't see any visible doors or pathways to anywhere else.
Oh.
I'm gonna quickly attempt to, or actually, oh geez, these pesky spell slots. I reach into my pouch.
So now you hear someone's footsteps hit the stairs behind you.
I reach into my pouch, and I take that grease out as I rub it across my eyes, and I cast True Seeing.
Okay.
And I look to see if I can see any, as I can peer into, what's really there, what's magical, what exists and what doesn't exist, even into the ethereal plane. I look around and I quickly move through the room, just scanning for any kind of secret doors or anything along those lines.
Okay. So there's definitely a hidden doorway that's obscured by a very minor illusion spell, and then above that is an additional sigil which seems to be responsible for the silence, or the more, I guess, the cone of like the spell of like sound dampening.
Mm.
As you can move between these two spaces and see the range of it is about 15 feet from, no, not 15, more like about 7 feet from the door. There's a clear distinction between when sound starts and ends there.
Mm.
But through the door into the ethereal plane, you can see just about, how far does it say you can see? 30
So you can. So this spell gives you the ability to see things as they actually are. For the duration, you have True Sight. You notice secret doors hidden by
Mhm.
magic, and
Yeah.
can see into the ethereal plane, all out to a range of 120 feet.
Nice.
There's definitely a very powerful aura of evil magic coming from further ahead in a separate room on the other side of this hidden door. And another set of stairs that goes from there into the room below. So you're standing here and you can look down and see that there's this evil aura, something emanating from over there. And you don't see, luckily, any specters or ghosts or nothing like that kind of lingering around in the space. So nothing's there to watch you back.
Yeah. So I quickly take a moment and I telethink to my friend
Telethink.
who I'm connected to. There's somebody coming. I have to go deeper. I'm in it now. As I go in and I start moving and trying to find another place that I can duck and obscure my presence.
So this is a long distance telethink call. Are you guys gonna accept the charges?
I accept the charges.
Fine.
Okay,
It's on
gotcha.
me. It's on me.
It's on me. So you hear Trin.
Be careful and tell us what directions you take.
Straight, hidden, magic doorway, invisible. Wine cellar.
The wine cellar is invisible.
No, invisible rat in the corner of the room. In the left. I don't have time. Oh, they're coming. Sorry.
Several people came in after you had gone in.
Well, why did you tell me now? As I continue to move down the hall.
Just let us know when you need the door kicked in.
So are you gonna attempt to open the magic door,
I'm gonna try
concealed door, or
I'm
see
gonna
if it's locked or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna test the door. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm thinking because they hit it, that and they have the sound dampening and stuff. That's their way of hiding it, and they're not expecting me to. They're expecting company. They left the door unlocked. I'm gonna test it.
Okay. Yeah, with a creak and kind of a groan as it slides across the bare floors, it opens. It kicks up a little bit of dust, but that's all it does for the time being.
I take advantage of the sound dampening, and I just hop in and I close it, and then I'm gonna close it after myself, and then I'm gonna start making my way down the hall.
Okay. So,
We should be waiting, right?
I think
as
so.
the door opens, there is the sounds of voices echoing out of the room. There is a hallway before getting to the stairs, and on either your left or your right, there are doors, and you have these little barred windows, and when you can look in there, you see like collections of scrolls and books, some of them like chained to the walls. Most of them, it seems, protected by either enchantments, alarm spells, or defensive spells, glyphs of warding and such in the rooms. You hear the conversation from the lady and the young man coming from further up ahead. As you kind of tiptoe your way down this hallway, this light step as you possibly can, you hear the door open behind you. So you only have two options here. Stand in this hallway and they will see you, or continue further in, like just right to the voices, which seem like they're pretty much maybe about 20 feet away from you at this point.
For reference, how wide is this hallway?
About 5 feet.
About 5 feet.
Maybe 6.5-ish, something
So-
like that.
So
It definitely doesn't look like it was originally constructed as a part of the building. It's definitely either an add-on or is an older part of the city that's been repurposed. None of the stonework matches.
So I'm gonna move down the hall because my fallback was to change into like an unassuming pile of junk, but the hallway looks pretty clean, right? Does it?
Like clear of debris?
Yeah,
or...
like clear debris or just furniture or other pieces of junk that I could like. Oh, I'm gonna I'm gonna pretend I'm, a box or a chair or
No,
something.
it's pretty clear. It's
Okay.
pretty clear.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go down the hall because
Okay.
it would be very it's not very inconspicuous to have just one thing there.
Okay. So you hit down the stairs, hit the bottom, and it opens up into a wide room. This room has a stone slab altar in the center and a large altar on the other side of the room. In front of this stone altar is a decorative, ornate chair inlaid with the iconography of the layers of hell. On either side are pews facing inwards towards this altar where the chair is. And straight to your left, you can see several cages where you can see like the desiccated remains of people. And on the right, you see an alchemist's table against the far wall with all sorts of magical concoctions and dark magic emanating from it. There's books over there, and you also see like one of those a torture rack. But more importantly, as this all opens in front of you and you hit that end, right off to the side is Ativ and Sarsa, and they're about maybe 4 feet from you. So on the outside,
What? Oh no!
you guys see the individuals, dark-robed and cloaked, heading into the building. And the last one kind of just turns and looks out, darting his eyes across the street, and then closes the door. And the lights on the inside are put out.
This is looking very bad. I think we should go.
I don't want to ruin Trin's cover.
I mean,
Tren, what have you seen?
I feel like as soon as he said shit
Yeah.
over
Yeah,
it, we would have started booking it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
yeah.
So soon, but well, I assume that's when I get that response.
Yeah, probably
So-
about the same time.
Oh, fuck. If I hear shit, fuck.
Godric, take down the door. There he goes.
I'm running right into a door.
Okay.
And
Wait,
Well, through a gate, you mean?
Gate.
There's a gate. There's a wall.
we can
It's a
move and we
corridor.
can move with purpose, but perhaps we maintain the element of surprise.
Wait, are you telling me to be sneaky?
Not necessarily sneaky, just wait until we are in a good position to ambush them. Let's just be a little quiet.
I'm gonna walk up, unlock the gate, and keep going to the front door. Then.
Okay.
Quieter this time, without full force.
And
I'll
the
even
gate
turn
just
around.
kind of screeches a little bit. You open it, walk through, and go up to the front door. Door is definitely locked. You shake the handle.
The door's locked. Someone's gonna kick it in.
Well, I think we know who that is, unless there's a magics or something.
Go,
Anyone?
Godric, we have to hurry.
So we're hurry.
Do it.
I could have done it while I was running.
Stop.
Bam!
Do it.
You fucking hit the door, and they're immediately repelled. You're gonna take D10 of force damage.
Neat.
Oh. A challenge.
It's definitely not
Eight.
good.
8.
Oof.
There's a visible reverberation of magic, and this like shimmering field like partially just kind of shows up for a moment and then dissipates as Godric just bounces off of it.
I'm sorry, what just happened with that? Is some bullshit.
You two could probably find a way to get through this, right? If I just took Godric and I inside past this?
Wouldn't recommend it. I don't know how the will affect your magics, but sure.
I'll,
You're already bruising.
Just
I put my
dispel
hand on you,
magic.
lay
So,
on hands and heal you for
I just
8
start
minutes.
casting Dispel Magic and see the weave around and just try to grab the strands and snap them.
Okay. Yeah, it's a fairly minor protection spell. So the dispel magic just rips it straight from the weave and everything goes to normal. You actually hear the door just click open and it swings a little bit.
And then I press it open. Just
Pitch black on the inside, for sure.
I kind of wanted to see if I. Oh, thank
Katarina?
you, Locke.
You can see, yeah.
You could break the door anyway. and I
No,
walk in.
I thought it was a challenge. Just gonna walk through the door now, kind of pouting a little bit. I'm gonna call the hammer to my hand.
Is there anybody still in this room, or have they all gone downstairs? by this
Looking
point?
through the entryway, you don't see anybody that's in there. With your dark vision, you can make out like the first like 10 feet or so pretty clearly, but without any like backlight or anything inside the house, it doesn't appear that anybody's at least there in the immediate.
I don't see anybody, but this will help. I'll take my drift globe out and cast light to light up the room.
Coolest item in
Okay.
the game.
It's
So
good.
good.
So once again, you kind of lift up the drift globe and you speak the command word, and it floats out of your hand, and you just give it a little gentle tap, and it starts cast light. Boom. Everything is as if it's been lit by like a 10,000 lumen flashlight. And then it just dimmers down a little bit to get to a more manageable level, and then just kind of starts going in ahead of you just a little bit. And yeah, you don't see anybody. There's nobody at the top of the stairs at the entryway looking down, just some paintings and some ornate furniture, some dressings, a dresser, something like that. Nobody.
Then I will start looking around for like a cellar that Trin had described to us, so that we can try
Said
to
it was
follow.
behind a hidden door, right?
He did. He mentioned the hidden door.
So
Well, the door, the steps down open up, but and that's pretty visible. When you get to the cellar, that's where the invisible door is.
I grab the clasp with my cloak. Well, it's pretty clear we're going into violence, so... Soraya, grant my friend the protection you can. And just as you've seen before, a ghostly spirit of an elven warrior drifts away from my cloak, floats over to you, and surrounds you in a shield of faith. So you get a +2 bonus to your AC.
Thank you.
Are you guys all just kind of just going to go in, follow the drift globe, and try to locate the
yeah,
Mhm.
and we're
your way
not
down?
really stealthy. We're kind of walking with purpose.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, so-
what's our lucky number for the night?
It's whatever. It's 18. That's what Trin rolled for his stealth check.
There we
You're
go.
welcome.
It's 18.
Lucky number
Yeah,
18.
18.
Y5.
Also, now that we have a short
Why
break,
five?
thank you, Queen Reaper, for the raid. Thank
Queen
you
Reaper,
for
we missed
giving
you.
it the sub. Thank you. It's Lemon Zest.
Yeah,
Good name.
So
It's
glad to
Lemon
have you
Zest.
guys around,
Okay.
hanging out, having some fun.
Lemon Zest also
and
joined the Discord.
he did.
Nice.
Good.
Thank
He
you so
also
much.
subscribed, and
Well,
they
they.
also subscribed. That's
Yeah,
correct.
awesome. We appreciate it. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Thank you so much.
So we
Yeah.
We look
appreciate
forward
you.
to hanging out with you in the Discord.
Yeah.
Check some of the channels. We got some talented folks in there.
We
Myself
posted pictures of
notwithstanding.
modular city tiles that
Yep.
we might end up using tonight. We'll see. Anyways, what? I don't know what
Why'd
you
say
mean.
that?
Thank you.
Anyways,
Thank you, Dino Nuggies.
Dino Snuggies?
Dino
Dino
Nuggies.
Nuggie. Okay, that makes
Dino
sense.
Nuggies rule.
Listen, any other nuggies
Good name.
that mom brings home, unacceptable.
Okay.
Only Dino Nuggies.
Yeah.
These are subpar.
I'm pretty fucking
nuggies.
far from okay. Anyways. Yeah. So finding the wine cellar isn't difficult. Whoever went in left the door just slightly ajar enough that you can see that there's a crack there, but no light coming from down below. You swing open the door, see the staircase, run down, and immediately recognize that there's magic in the room emanating from like one side, one source or another.
I'm gonna keep sprinting to where Trin is.
So you need to you're gonna look for the source of the magic, right?
Yes.
The illusion.
Mm-hmm.
While you're doing that, Locke, is there
Make
any way you
Arcana
can
check for me then.
dispel this magic barrier as well, whatever this effect is?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. So I'll try casting Dispel Magic on the illusion again.
The sound.
Natural 24, 26.
happening.
26. Oh yeah, you find you can see exactly where the magic's emanating from and how it's being meant to do what it's doing. You can see the outline of the door. You just kind of trace your hand over it, and you go through it, and you're like, yeah, there's definitely like nothing here, and that's for sure a glyph of like silence that's emanating and keeping the room secured. So, which one are you targeting with Dispel Magic?
Oh well, was it just like dampening the sound, or is it silence?
That's like dampening.
I can't. Yeah, okay, perfect. Then yeah, I can still cast spells. Let's go. You want to do the silence?
Yeah,
or
everything is just quieter. It's not.
the illusion.
I think the quiet might be good if this becomes a pitched battle. Then drawing in the attention of the Watch or the Inquisition could be beneficial.
So I'll do the same thing. I'll begin the cast for the dispel magic. My eyes kind of shimmer, and I can see the weave around me, and I find where the spell is laid, and pull the strands and tear
Which
it
one?
out. The sound, the silence.
The silence?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so your eyes shimmer. You grab magic from the air and you cast it in the direction of the glyph, and it just shatters into like a stained glass window. And then everything just goes to normal volume. You can actually hear like some rats in the corners just kind of scurrying up the wall, and they head up towards the illusion and go up through the illusion towards the door.
Well, here's where the illusion is, and it's just kind of like a fake wall, so I can walk through it.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that what
like
it is?
5.5 inches of nothing, and then there's a door right on the other side of it.
Okay, yeah, I'll go through there and try that door.
Okay, yeah, it's unlocked. It opens, swings open. So, Trin, in a moment of panic, you drift to remembering kind of why you're here for a minute. You're like 3.5 feet away from this young wizard who's either being abducted for sacrifice or being conned into joining this cult. And it looks like this either cult leader or something. You're not even really sure what she is. All you know at this point is that they're more than likely extremely dangerous and into some especially dark magic. And you think, well, we're already here. And I know that I'm about to end up in a fight. And there's no two ways around it. So your thought drifts to Ismina, to Glacia, and then you just hear an audible response of, "That'll work." Bemon turns around, looks straight at you, but she doesn't see you. And you look at yourself for a moment, touch yourself to see what's happened, and you look around, and scurrying over to the corner is a small imp that goes and hides underneath the table.
And like as she looks at me, I, as lightly as I can, step, trying to get out of the way of the hall so this doesn't get thwarted because I need backup.
As you
Judging
do,
by all the magical relics.
as you back up, you kick like a piece of rubble, and it shifts and kind of just moves around. And she stops talking. She turns to look at you, and just kind of walks towards you and gets within about a foot of you. And almost like she's peering straight into you, but she's looking down at the ground. And then a rat scurries up the stairs and towards the hallway, and she just... That's unusual. And she turns and goes back to talking to the young man, who seems to be taken aback by what he's seeing and what's happening in the room. And they begin having this conversation about what kind of power can be found through Mephistopheles, and she's convincing him, and you can tell he's shaken by what's going on. But it does seem to give you the idea that they're not trying to sacrifice him tonight. They're trying to get him to join the cult.
As the conversation starts to pick up,
Mhm.
and I have that background noise to help cover up my movement,
Mhm.
I'm gonna step out of the way and move towards the pews, just so I don't inadvertently blow my cover.
Mhm.
And I radio back to my friends. She's trying to convert him. She's trying to build their congregation. I don't know the appropriate word. I'm invisible, but I'm safe.
So this is just as we're opening that door behind the illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we're saving a soul one way or another.
Yeah. So I get back.
As you do, the rest of the individuals come down the staircase, and they address her. When one of them walks up, he is robed in this cloak of feathers and has this arcane-looking staff. All the others seem to be normal people in either street clothes or merchant clothes with this singular additional dark, like burgundy red cloaks that are kind of obscuring their entire form, like kind of up on their heads. And they, one of them, the leader, it seems, comes up to Amon, and she addresses him as Archmagi Tandor. This is the young man that I spoke of in the message. He is conflicted, but I think he's swinging in our direction. And he walks over to Atif and kind of leans over by his shoulder and starts speaking to him, whispering. And then he pats him on the shoulder. And all the others kind of filter into the room towards the pews. None of them are saying anything. Just Tandor and Amon.
Are all their visages disguised?
No, but you don't recognize any of them. They're just, as far as you're concerned, they're just people. They're just people from different walks of life.
As they move towards the pews, I'm going to move closer and closer to the altar to the front of the room.
Mm-hmm. So, Lady Amon goes over to the chair by the altar and she kind of pulls it aside. And Tandor is addressing Ativ now, kind of more loudly. Young man, you see, the world isn't necessarily always fair. And people like myself, like the lady and the others here, we have found a way to circumvent the same challenges that keep you down in your studies, in your friendships, and in your life. And we find that through careful dealings with other planar creatures. Some people might call them devils or evil, but well, they've never done any harm or evil to myself or anybody else in this congregation. So you have nothing to fear from us. Lady Amon, by this point, should have explained to you what it is that we ask and why we ask of it. So you simply just need to make a decision about whether or not you would drink our elixir and take the power for yourself. Mephistopheles gives this power willingly to all who show promise, who seek power, who seek to better themselves, more knowledge. We need potentially powerful wizards and practitioners of magic like yourselves within our ranks. so that we may spread this to other cities and other individuals and grow from our combined strength. So, shall you be joining our ranks? So back to you all. Going through the hallway, you can see the secured rooms with the scrolls and texts and books guarded by magical spells. And you can hear the voices coming from just down the end of the hallway, down a short staircase into this room. Kind of creeping towards the end and looking down, you can see the chair, the altar, this additional set of iconography against the wall, very much fiendish in its nature, made of solid gold, covered in what looks like vials filled with either blood or something, some sort of magical elixir. The whole way here, you noticed minor things that seemed alluded to something terrible along the way. Scratch marks from fingernails in the stonework, trails of blood or droplets of stained old blood. No attempts to conceal it or hide it, but something nefarious happens down here, and something nefarious might be happening to Trin. So Katarina hits the edge of the stairs first, and then you all kind of line up behind her, and you can see them standing in this room, these kind of cloaked individuals. This one central figure with this magical staff, and then the lady, who has now apparently used a glamour to change her outfit, and now wears very similar wizard robes to everybody else. But you don't see Trin. And then you hear this individual ask Ativ, standing in the middle of the room, "So what's your decision?"
Should I go in there?
I think we all should just go in and solve the issue.
Trin, are you safe?
Yes, yeah, I'm safe.
We stop them now.
Where
The
at
boy
the,
does not need to make a decision.
where at the top of the stairs we can see them.
I'm towards the front by the platform.
I might be able to get some information if this is the whole cult or not if I go in there first.
The woman, she was a recruiter?
Yes.
That information is important, Katarina, but this boy's soul may be more. I say we stop them and hope to find clues later. Any disagreements?
No.
Well then, as I drop the telepathic thing, since Godric didn't even use it, well then, go break something.
I'm gonna come running in. Someone's getting hit with the hammer.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's roll initiative then.
Woo!
Flies down the set of stairs, slams into the stone, shaking the room. Everybody in there just spins immediately, looking around, and there's just panic as people shoot up from their seats at their pews, and just immediately you can see at least 4 people begin casting spells.
Oh,
Whoa!
God, yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Gonna get magical tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Nice.
scary.
All right.
I'm
So
scared.
we're gonna go to the getting ready for battle screen here real quick.
All right, everybody, we're gonna prep
And then-
for battle.
Yep. Prep for battle. Let's roll some initiative and get going.
Yeah, get the board going, get a camera set up so that you can see what we're doing, and then shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah, it really won't take. It'll take what 5 minutes?
Yeah, like 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Chill, take
Pretty quick.
So it's if you need to take potty break.
Potty break.
Now's the time.
Now's the time.
Now's the
Be
time.
honest, I-
All right, let's
Gotta go
go
through
to
the time.
Do
prep
it
for
for your
battle.
soul. Yeah, do it
Gotcha.
for your soul.
Three,
we're
two,
back.
Three,
We
two,
didn't
three,
go
two,
offline.
whoa.
We're still here. Hopefully you're still here.
We're back.
Well, back.
We're back.
Yeah, no Trin fatality. I agree. I don't think Trin's
Hey,
Trin
Couple,
can't die.
Trin's
you
a
want to
mortal.
remove this shot real quick?
No.
Because I want to fix the. I want to see if I can fix the motion.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's coming through.
It's playing at 4 frames a second right now.
frames a second. It's the best amount of frames per second, so you can see every
Thank
little
you.
detail. Would you do that?
You just have to wait a quarter of a second, and then you can see it.
Anyways, we're back. We've rolled initiative.
Yes, we have.
Some of us rolled abysmally low.
The majority of us rolled.
You didn't have to out yourself like that.
Yeah.
true.
I'm a self-adder. It's what I do.
Self-adder.
He does like
How's
to
that,
confess
Kobold?
his failures. It's true.
Well, you put it back like right in the right spot, by the way.
Yeah, I was
you
not
put
expecting
it back
that.
in a really good spot.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
not
You
expecting
did good.
I tried to look at where it was and get it close, but I wasn't sure.
Nice job.
that. You know what? For
Nice
once,
job,
Mike,
Mike.
good job.
For once, he says.
Now,
That's an elven
now,
compliment
now
right
hug.
there.
Do it.
For once, you've
Do it,
done
hug.
well.
Hug
It's a
him.
dirty hug. I don't want.
Yeah,
It's a
that's what we
dirty
like to
hug.
see. Friendship.
I don't want to.
There we go.
How many frames does it have now?
It's more.
So,
it's still a little.
It starts
6.
off with Sarsa.
Yeah, it went up a little bit.
Oh boy.
Well,
And then Godric.
it looks good.
Sarsa is first.
Fucking lady. Oh,
Wait, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, Seymour. Hey.
I see
We're high
Azek in
hopes.
there.
Thank
Azek!
God.
I miss you, Azek.
Hi, Dick.
you miss.
I miss Azek. Haven't seen Azek in a while.
It's okay. He's with us in spirit.
Oh,
With us
so-
on Twitch. Yeah.
Where'd Mike go?
He ran off. Something
He-
about technical difficulties.
he ran away.
Technical Smith
Frame
cookies.
rates or whatever.
Frame rates or something. I don't know.
For Dungeons and
Something
Dragons.
about being
nerds,
scared of
Mhm.
some reject wizards.
Hell yeah, dude. We're gonna crush these fucked.
Reject wizards. I don't know, that Archmagi doesn't seem very rejected.
Fuck that guy.
Oh,
Well, but the-
Archmagi. I don't know if there's a rank higher than Arch.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm
we're
saying?
gonna see what
I'll show him.
Achilles.
something rolled this initiative means.
See, that's
so...
what I'm more worried about.
Alright.
Yeah.
Some.
Yeah.
So we got
Some
Sarsa
devil.
at 20,
It's
Godric
not bad.
at 16,
It's a
followed
devil,
by
right?
something else,
It's a devil.
then
right?
Locke, then Katarina, then Arch, Magi, and then the Cultists,
Is
and
there a
then
little helpful
Trin,
M?
and then
Is that
Otheon.
something else?
Oh, maybe that's the something else.
Otheon
Could
goes
be our
back.
helpful little M.
It could be something else in our favor.
Whoa, that would be the twist of the night.
Something goes our way for a change. Yay! Go team. That's not happening. Anyways.
Oh.
All right. So Godric like hits the ground, surveys the room. Everybody snaps your guys' direction as you begin following down the stairs one after another, hitting the bottom. Sarsa immediately turns towards Godric and shouts something at you in, I don't know, some fiendish or something. In her hand, a spell comes out, and she casts something at you.
Oh shit! All right.
No.
You gonna counterspell it?
Counterspell.
You counterspell it. It just dissipates in her hand.
Silence witch.
Solid. Okay.
That's aggression.
There's an audible pop as the spell disappears. More like kind of like the snap of something electric. You know, have you ever stuck keys in in an outlet? The little pop it makes. It's kind of like that.
Can't say I've ever done that.
I did when I was a kid.
You're lucky to be with us.
Let's see.
You
Yeah,
know what
exactly.
Kid's gonna kid.
He's definitely gonna kid. That's for
Kid's
sure.
gonna kid.
Kids die all the time.
So
They
you
do.
snap the spell out of her hand, and she just turns right to you and says some obvious slur in your direction in Fiendish. Does anybody have Fiendish as a language? You do, right?
Nice.
I do.
You do. Oh yeah.
I don't.
It wasn't nice, was it?
No, neither one of them were very
I
nice.
speak some good
Yeah.
languages,
Quick,
but not
pick a
Finnish.
slur,
Yeah.
Andrew. What is
Yeah.
what did you say?
You can text it to me.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
I would tell you, but it violates Twitch's terms of
Yeah,
service.
exactly. Yeah.
She don't like you.
That's fine.
It more or less just kind of translates into the common as like lower being, more or less.
Phil.
Yeah, something like that.
I thought
The
she was
closest
calling you a walking
translation.
tin can or trash can.
It's used against like imps and lower ranking devils within the Nine Hells.
She thinks
So.
I'm an insect. Whatever.
Mhm.
This
Pretty
insect
much.
bites.
Okay, so that would be her turn then.
All right. Well, that makes it Godric. So
That's you.
yeah, that's me.
That's
well,
you,
I would,
you're Godric.
Well, first, I would like to rage.
Something's on deck.
Yes.
Something is.
So I would like to rage. And then I'm a freight train. I'm gonna keep running forward.
There's a table in front of you. Break it. Break it.
I'm gonna run over and jump over this table. Actually, mid-run, I'm gonna throw the hammer at him.
Can you cycle again? It's not working, dude.
At the Archmage?
Yeah, I'm just gonna chuck the hammer at the Archmage while I'm running at him.
Yeah, through the top of the chair. For
Yep.
effect.
Not advantage. And it's a fucking 2d8. Sorry, I feel like I haven't played Godric in a bit. My bad.
Okay.
There we go. I have everything prepped now. Does a 23 hit?
23 does hit.
17 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pull out the silver great axe as I jump over the table and bring it down on his head. Reckless with great weapon fighter.
And so you threw your
Hammer.
as an action.
Yep. And then jump up using as part of extra attack. I
You make
pull,
him.
pull and swing. Right? That's all. Been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've battled.
Because so throwing, it's just an attack. So I have extra attacks, so I get an extra action. I drew my weapon, which is the great axe.
Yeah.
And I jumped over it and was bringing it down. It should still math check out.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, you draw the weapon as a free action because you threw the other one, so
Yep.
your hands aren't inhibited. So, yeah,
Oh, cool.
Sounds like a
if you're not going to call the hammer back to you, then yeah.
No.
Okay.
Great weapon fighter, reckless. Does 20 hit?
20.
Yes.
It does hit.
Okay. 4, 5. 27 points of damage.
7. Okay.
Yep, 4 points. Perfect. Yep, 24 points. And then now I'm stuck looking at this Archduke as I stand in front of him.
Gotcha. So he deflects the hammer with his staff and then counters your greatsword with his staff as well. So you basically just stumble through and crash through the chair, and you're now standing right on top of him.
Yeah.
So just think with the assistance of magic, just knocking your blows aside and kind of lashing out at you.
Nice.
Is that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Gotcha. Okay.
Something.
Else.
Lock, you're on deck.
It's tech.
I gotta make
So-
choices.
As you're like slashing at him, he just shouts to the room in general, out loud. Jalmuk, attack! These heretics are defiling our holy site. So in the corner in the shadows, something stands up, hunched over in these ragged clothes. It kind of steps forward heavy. There's 2 steps, and it's holding something, the hand of some person, and it takes a bite out of the flesh and chews it. These massive, like 2 teeth coming up from the bottom jaw, and this like pale bluish like skin and it throws it to the ground and starts walking forward towards Locke. Its eyes, you can see this like ring of orange fieriness coming from inside, these dead eyes.
Oh shit!
What is that?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's
Is that a
something.
Tenaric?
No.
What is it? It's cool.
The worst part is all they can see is a giant cloaked figure.
So it starts
From the
stomping
camera's
towards
perspective.
Locke.
That's all we can see.
Well, come on.
And it let's see.
We've just done that.
Let's see. What can it do?
Yeah. I just want to make sure.
Use my reaction. Aw,
Nothing good.
it's gonna hurt.
It's going to make 2 attacks with its claws. So it comes up to you, you turn and see it, and it's just its claws just come down, these huge wide strikes, trying to slam down into you and tear you apart.
I hold up my arms with the bracers of defense.
Okay. So it makes 2 attacks. It's gonna be
Yes, thank you, by the way. More AC is good.
more AC is good. Okay. So the first one,
It's not very good AC still.
24 to hit.
Turns out I'm a wizard.
It turns out that hit anybody. Continue.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
All
person
right,
who's
so you
gonna
take
knock out
11
him
slashing
told you.
damage from the first one,
It's a hit.
Okay.
and then the second attack comes across.
God, I have to remember how
19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 6 slashing damage from that one.
Yeah.
So as it's like striking you, you can like these like orangish glowing like and like yellow orbs just keep like shifting between the two, and it's just lashing out at you and just growling and screaming at you, trying to tear you apart.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
that ends its turn.
Lock?
All right. Well, that's not what I wanted.
Pat, you're on deck.
All right. Can you
Thank you for your help.
put me?
Yeah.
Where's the laser?
I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 30 feet behind the pew, kind of
Over here?
over there.
In the middle
yeah.
pew?
Yeah. No, not the middle pew though. I'm gonna flank the archmage with as close as I can get to that anyway.
The Archmagi?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get over here on 30 feet, but
Perfect. You're going to be walking through a
attacks an
lot of
opportunity.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
several of them.
walking. I'm moving, but I'm not walking. Oh, screw that.
Okay, what are you doing?
Misty step.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Locke takes these hits and immediately, just from his feet up, starts turning into like this roiling black storm cloud that and thunders, and then a little lightning
Boom.
strike onto the ground.
Little storm cloud.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's my bonus action. So
Okay.
then, because I can't cast 2 spells, I will just use a cantrip to attack the Archmage with a shocking bolt. Oh boy.
All right.
I suppose an 11 probably doesn't hit.
It does not.
Well, that's that then. That ends my turn.
All
Mike.
right. I am going to.
The Archmagi's on deck.
The first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and throw an Agonazar's Scorcher at these 2 guys that are lined up very nicely in front of me.
Okay.
And I don't know where Trin is, but Katarina doesn't know where Trin is, but Tara doesn't think it will hit him. But I would have thrown it from just where I was standing anyway.
Okay.
So they need to make Dex saving throws.
Okay. 14 and a 15.
Fails.
Both fail.
Okay.
Nice.
So they're each going to 10 points of fire damage each. Not that great.
10 points of fire damage each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then, with my
Oh.
bonus action,
They're supposed to roll with advantage. They fail still. Yeah. Okay.
With my bonus action, I will send
So-
my.
They're both immolated in the fire, just outright. They burn up
Oh.
screaming and fall over into the pews.
Oh.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna peek around Altheon at Lady Amon.
Mhm.
Seems like maybe you should have taken up my offer. And then I will use my bonus action to call my hound out.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll show you one other cool trick I can do, and I'll send it after her.
Okay.
Nice.
Preference on where?
It'll show up right next to me. And then I will roll its initiative.
Whoa.
It will.
That was
Did
the
you
coolest
see
roll.
that?
Yes, it like teetered on one and then was like, nah, 20. Like it literally.
Oh, so they're
All right.
That's why they hit it.
So
Nice.
it will go on initiative 22.
Nice. Why does that look so cool?
This? I have my dark reader on, so it sometimes doesn't know how to handle it.
Looks neat.
Sweet. And I'm gonna stay safely right behind Altheon, and that's it for me.
Good round.
All right, that makes it the Arch Magi.
With the cultists on deck.
Okay.
Lots of magic.
So,
Luckily,
I've
God
got
put the
it.
super in his face, so he won't
Actually,
focus on the rest of
and I
it.
got full temporary HP.
From your rage.
10.
And you recorded that I healed you after you got smacked by the door, right?
Did.
By the door shield.
Thank you for the reminder.
Burn spells fast. It's fine. Can't take it from the grave. They can take you though.
Yes, that's true.
Magi. Um. He is just going to
This is pretty dope. I don't know what the fuck that thing in the cloak
I'm
is.
scared.
but
Archmage is that's magic.
Yeah, it's no joke.
It's fine. It's fine. It's got.
He's gonna be bummed when he wastes that 9th level spell and gets counterspelled. It's gonna be a bummer.
Oh. Oh.
9th level spells are scary.
You don't get to ninth level.
Technically.
You don't get to ninth level spells without knowing counterspell exists.
That's
Just saying.
true, but you know, whatever.
So he is going to
Trends the wild card. What you doing over there,
Yeah,
Trent?
Trin is a wild card.
Don't worry about it.
Stop typing.
You notice it's setting that makes the word wrap, so it doesn't like shoot all the way to the right, right?
Let's see. Oh. You eliminated all
that
those
was a
minions over
legitimate-
there.
Legitimate helpful
Okay.
thing. It's super easy to do.
Oh, cool. Hello. What's up?
Let's see.
He's fighting the fog machine.
It is being temperamental.
It is, for some reason. He's going to cast a spell. So he brings his staff around and points it directly at you
Oh shit.
and says a couple of words of power. So I need you to make a
Wait, wow. Anybody else?
DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
17? Alright.
Yep.
You can do it.
I failed, but I'm going to use Fanatical Focus, or Fanatical something or other, and re-roll it.
Canonical barbarian thingy he has.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And natural 20.
Nice.
Woo!
Neato.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
It's because he didn't have
Alright.
Yamcha.
Is that why?
There's
Is it why?
probably not.
Alright, so
I was going to touch your elbow and give you bad luck.
Oh, I don't have bad luck. The Silverine grant me the greatest of luck. It's called high numbers, so that no matter what I roll, it's still good. Look at these things.
Paladin. Shut up. Think you're so resistant?
yeah. So as the magic aura like strikes into your body, you just shrug it straight off and it goes right through you. That's it.
Cool. I do have to use that.
Let's see. Then he
Oh, you can use it like once a day or something.
I can use it once per rage.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Mannequin! Shrug it up. You're mannequin! Shrug.
Problem is, it takes a bonus action to end my rage. A bonus action to start it, so.
Don't worry about mechanics.
see he. Yeah, that'll end his turn.
Staring
Alright.
down the
Okay.
barrel of big man.
Yeah.
The cultists are next.
Cultist next. Trin, you're on deck. All of you on your
Cultist.
last.
Okay.
3 cultists?
Mm-hmm.
3, so that
Since I
let's see.
toasted 2 of them.
Those 2 are
Hell
dead.
yeah.
Toasted cultist.
Dead. The other 2.
Delicious.
That's okay. That's unfortunate.
I'm talking for myself. This was out of game. Yeah.
My bad.
Kind of like veal.
So all 3 of them. Let's see, we'll start with that one and furthest. They are, as an action, going to pull vials of that red liquid and drink it.
Oh no.
And then you see this surge of magical energy kind of rush through them, and they get these very, very tiny red dots in their eyes as their pupils and irises just disappear in this void of black. And they just run forward.
Neat.
They would like to magically rage.
Okay. On you, look at surroundings.
That one, their turn.
That's where he does his best work.
They're coming for us.
That is exactly where you do your best work.
I'm terrified. Should go home.
All right. So these cultists drink this liquid, it like pours down their faces, and they just kind of throw the vials on the ground. They just start rushing forward, pulling out these wicked-looking recurved daggers, and start rushing forward towards you all. That ends their turn.
Damn it. Only Godric wasn't
All
there.
right, so I guess it's my turn.
Trevor.
I run past the altar there. I run up to it. I'm not really moving around.
You going up to this altar?
Yeah. And I turn to Ativ. And I say, Ativ, you don't have to make this choice. Devils always win. There's always a cost. The house always wins. As I turn and I turn to my sword and I say, "Sing, songbird!" As I fling it up, and my flying sword flies towards the archmagi. Okay. And I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it attack him.
All right.
Nice.
With blade power.
Okay.
It's a D8. Oh, that's Star Trek. What the heck are these dice? Star Trek. Here we go. And so it swings at him as it flies through the air. Does a 28 hit?
It does.
Ooh.
All right. So it hits for 11 magic damage.
Okay.
And then I turn towards. I'm assuming the blue gal is Sarsa.
Sarsa.
Yeah.
Lady Amon, whatever you want to call
Lady
it.
Amon.
Whatever's easier, dude.
Yeah.
I like
So-
salsa.
Mm-hmm.
So
delicious.
Yeah, she's saucy.
That's
So,
what she does.
I'm gonna. Let's see, a 30-foot. Can I, with a 30-foot spell of hypnotic pattern, can I fit her and anyone else in there? 30-foot cube. Let's see, 10, 20. I should be able to fit her and one of the cultists in there if I'm trying not to hit him. I'm thinking.
30-foot cube?
Yeah, 30-foot cube.
From a point you can see, I assume, right?
Yeah.
That's a fucking.
That's most of the room.
That's
within
like,
range.
yeah, that's most of the room.
Yeah.
A 30-foot cube within range.
You're hitting.
10, 20.
There's just not really a way of
From the
hitting
point,
every-
it'd be like 15 and 15.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he. So him and her. Kind of. Because there's no one over here, is there?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and get the other thing and her
Yeah, that'd work.
in the edge. If you approve, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna attempt to. It might not work. I'm gonna say, no, Trin. Learn to read the room,
that would
Trin.
work.
Oh, look,
Probably
he's getting out the stencil.
You could probably skosh it over and get that cultist too. The one next to Ulpion.
Is that 30-foot cube? Do you have a 30-foot cube?
So that would be 10.
That's a 10-foot cube?
Yes.
Holy shit!
Yeah, 30 foot is
Yeah,
massive.
so put it towards the back corner. I just want to get her and the Oni.
10 foot
Is
would
it
be too.
Oni? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Oh,
the,
no,
the,
you're-
the model's an Oni model. I don't know what it is.
You were so distracted.
That's 30
Hey, I would have guessed through it. I'll grab it.
or 20.
Yeah, that looks like.
That's 20.
No, it's
Radius.
not.
That's a
Label
that's a
it.
10-foot radius. That's a 20-foot area. So a 30-foot cube is
Yeah,
the whole
but
cube,
if it's,
right?
if it's, if
It's not
even,
like 60 foot across.
Yeah. But if it's even bigger, if it's a little bigger than
So
that,
it goes one square
That's what I'm
past
getting
each
at. Anyway,
side.
so
of
here's
that.
Fireball. So we'll go here.
yeah.
Right,
Okay.
which is
Yeah.
30 is half that.
Fireball
That's
is.
20. It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it's
that's what I'm saying.
yeah. So the radius, so it's 40 feet across.
Yeah.
So if you take off 2 squares, can I fit them in?
I think you can get her, the cultist, and the Oni more than likely.
Okay.
I just wanted you to be able to visualize what you're doing, because you
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure what's...
Cubes are hard.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So
couldn't you just like cut off the 2 spaces on all 4 sides, and that's the cube?
well, we don't really want to cut them off.
No, I'm not actually
No.
cutting off. I mean visually.
Oh.
It means not account for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why I brought out the...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. So and as I do that, so the sword flies out, Trin whips his guitar around
Mm-hmm.
and starts playing it. He says, "Now heaven would be just kicking back. No devils do not belong. And while we are in heaven, we can just kick back singing my songs. So if you want to come to my heaven, where we all could just have a ball, you gotta run now to Mistopheles, cause hell can suck my balls.
Nice.
As I cast Hypnotic Pattern on them.
Amazing.
And so they need to make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
Catchy. It's catchy.
You can listen to it while you're fishing.
Son of a bitch.
Full circle.
What a callback. Well done.
Each creature in the area that sees the pattern must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. The spell ends if the effective creature takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of the stupor.
Okay, so the cultist fails.
Yeah!
Nice.
Now the other creature.
They're giving advantage because I was talking shit about hell. Sounds like they're getting advantage. So I actually
The
like
creature
hell.
fails.
Woo!
And
Nice.
she also fails.
Yeah! They're all
Wow.
failures! Because they're all dropouts, that's why. That's
Just not real strong on that wisdom front for all of them.
Trent, and that
Yeah.
ends Trent's turn.
Yeah. So if they take damage, they've snapped out of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So as he sings big light
And do they
pulses,
can they save at the beginning or ends of their turns?
It just let me open it back up. Let's see. The spell ends if the effective creature takes damage or if someone uses an action to shake the creature out of their stupor.
Okay.
It lasts up to 1 minute.
Okay. Alright, so give me a counter die. You're keeping track of
Yep,
your
I got it. I got it, boss. And that makes it Ultion's turn. Sorry, Ultion.
Yep. Alright, there we
Why
go.
are you apologizing to me?
Because Mike's looking at memes.
Oh.
Sent to me by this guy.
I accidentally sent a meme to our legendary action chat, but whatever.
Well, shame on you.
It's a really good one. All right. Ulthion is surrounded, but only two of the opponents. Okay.
Surrounded by dead men.
One of them's in a stupor.
Ah,
The one on your right.
I hold my shield out and let go of it, willing magic through it to activate it, and it guards me. So my shield animates and floats around me, protecting me from strikes. Then I take my longsword in two hands,
Nice.
and in what probably seems like an inefficient move, I drop to a knee and I activate my... I channel divinity through my weapon. It glows a bright light for 20 feet and then a dim light for 20 more feet. And I say a prayer to Alatrari. Alatrari, through your presence I have resolve. Through that resolve, I will do your work. And I end my turn.
Okay.
That brings it up to the top with the hound.
Nice.
Nice.
He is going to
Sarsa's on
run
deck.
straight for Lady Iman and attack her.
Okay.
Hound goes to Iman.
Yeah.
The hound is going to get attacked by both cultists as it leaves the space.
Sounds good.
So,
Hound can take it. It's badass.
okay, so let's see.
So she's incapacitated.
Thank you.
So I believe.
So
hound
10 to
attack.
hit from the first one,
Miss.
12 to hit from the second.
Miss.
All right. So they both lash out at the hound as it turns into fleeting shadows and disappears and dodging between their legs and in between them and runs straight at Lady Amon.
Nice.
You have
And-
advantage. She's incapacitated.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So that is a 17 to hit.
17? Yeah, that hits.
Nice. for 7 points of piercing damage.
7?
As
Okay.
He's gonna grab onto her calf, and is gonna keep chomping until she tries to get rid of him.
All right, sounds like a plan. So as the dog, your hound runs over there and bites onto her and lashing at her leg and tearing at her armor and protective clothing, she screams out in pain and looks straight at the hound and looks around the room.
Right, that's it for him.
Okay.
Sarsa is up.
Sarsa's up?
Yeah.
Their turn now, huh?
Lady Amon. Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. So she surveys the room, sees Jean-Luc in this stupor, like, looking around the room and trying to, like, catch stuff with his hands. And she yells, "You stupid beast, do something!" And she casts a spell at it. So a little spark of fire shows up in her hand, and she aims it right at the creature in the corner. And let's see if she hits it.
I don't think I know what that spell is, so I don't know if I should. I would count
which
spell it. I probably would.
Hits.
Hey, thanks for the raid,
Does-
Legends of Adventurous. Welcome
see.
to our battle that we are fighting coasters of
Four damage.
Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles.
Just finish the sentence and I'll translate for you.
Mephistopheles.
Cultists of Mephistopheles, we've tracked them to this underground, I guess, for lack of a better term, this is a dungeon, right? Like, there's like
This
pages.
is a legit
Cellar. real
Cellar,
dungeon.
dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hideaway.
They were just about to attempt to seduce a hopeful student
impressionable.
of the Arcane University into into their
Joining
ranks
the cult.
when we attacked.
All right. Yeah. So it strikes the creature in the chest, and then it just and just turns and starts looking around the room. Turns straight to its left and sees Ulthion there and starts yelling at him. All right.
All right, that will put Godric up.
That ends Lady Amon's turn.
This is
Yeah.
a temple inside.
Yeah,
Lord.
something's on deck.
Yeah,
Have
exactly.
some respect.
Inside voice.
Looking down at the Archmage, I just grab the action, continue swinging it forward, bringing it back to the, just going right for head level since he's right there.
Okay.
I'm golfing with heads here.
Golf.
2 strikes, great weapon fighter, reckless. Ooh. 20 hit,
20.
and then an 18.
Let's see. He's gonna cast shield and make your first hit miss.
All right. So, since it is my first hit, nice.
No, whatever. One of them misses. 20 hit.
18.
Oh, wait.
37
It's over
points of
20,
damage.
They both. Yeah. They both.
Yeah, he
miss
would have
now.
blocked them both then.
20 and an 18.
What'd you roll to hit? Oh, a 20 and an 18? Oh, yeah, he blocks them both with shield then.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
Well, that does make
I thought I
sense.
heard 20 and 22.
2018.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Like the
28.
2018. Those were the
okay.
days.
Yeah, 20, yeah, those were the days. Yeah.
I'm living for
So both of
2022.
those strikes just slam against this magical barrier. You actually see the form of like this devilish creature, almost like a succubus, just like hits the blade in its hands. You go through that, and then another one comes down like up from the floor and takes the other hit for him.
Whoa.
At that, I just fucking just throw the axe to the ground and call back the hammer using my bonus action.
Sounds like a plan. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Something's turn. Locker on deck.
All right. So Jean-Luc, which you can call it Jean-Luc now, it has a name. Anyways, instead of something.
John,
Um,
write it down.
Jolmuck.
Hey, Kimma.
Jolmick.
What?
Jolmick.
Jolmick.
Comes right up to you, pushing its way through the cultists who the one that's completely enamored is just like looking around, smiling, and just moves him to the side and like hits the ground, and now the cultist is just sitting on the floor and like smiling and giggling to himself. It steps right up to you,
What an a-hole.
and there's a bit of dark energy, magic that shows up in its hand, and it just pushes it straight towards you. And there's this blistering cold that builds up in the room as temperatures hit like sub-zero. I'm waiting to see what the two with counterspell are doing.
Oh, I have a counterspell.
Yeah, obligatory counterspell.
Is it? I
pause.
didn't know if it was a spell or just like an ability that he could do.
Yeah, fair enough. Gotcha. Yeah, fair enough.
So,
Yeah, if it's a
Yeah.
counterspell, I'll counterspell.
DM is now trained for the obligatory counterspell pause.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
Because I'm sitting here like, what?
Yeah.
And then what? And then what?
And then what? Yeah.
As his cantrip fails.
I guess I should have said cast a spell, but it didn't occur to me
No,
to
it's
say it that
fine.
way. But either way,
Yeah, for
Frozen
some
like
reason
that.
my
Yeah.
brain was like, wow, we should just do this.
Yeah. Oh,
let me
no.
double check
Okay.
because
That must be it. I'm literally waiting like, huh?
He's just like,
okay.
Yes, everyone believes so.
Roll your counterspell.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really want to though.
It's going to be DC 15.
Okay.
Yo. No.
So-
roll.
I rolled a
There's
1.
it begins to shake. This frost builds up on his hand as the room all the walls behind you begin to you can see ice just running along these sheets building up, and Kona Cold just boom blasts
Whoa!
through the corner.
Goodbye,
Whoa!
cultists.
Obliterates the cultists in front of it. Doesn't even matter that they're there.
Oh no.
So it should be.
Yeah.
All three
Yeah,
of
oh
them?
yeah, for sure.
He probably.
Oh, he might be able to
he's in
save
it.
that
misses
one.
the other one. It
Okay.
misses him.
Okay.
But it just runs right through the other two. Who are obliterated by the cold and ice.
Give you, buddy. That shield.
Yeah. Is it a dex save?
Kona Cold is a
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, I'm better at those.
You
So-
get a +5 to it.
Woo!
next
It's
to me.
gonna be
Nice, and I have a plus 11. Which is good because I rolled a 4.
Oh no.
It's gonna be DC.
Yeah. Have I?
Or less.
I don't know who it was, but. Oh, nice.
Would you
Neato.
give it inspiration too?
Me.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
DC 13 Constitution
Yes!
saving throws.
I feel like I really wasted this roll. I got a 27.
You kind of did.
If
let's
you
see, though.
double the DC, can you take like
Yeah, right.
1/4 damage?
All right, so you both take half.
That'd be-
God damn.
Yeah.
You both
Damn.
take half damage.
That was fun. It's a fun thing you said. Hello, Alex. How are you?
All right.
Great. Your sword's doing.
Oh, that's fucking solid.
And
So
did
you
the-
take
the hypnotic thing. That's neat.
20 from
That's
half of
the half?
40. Yeah, you both take 20.
Yeah, that's a good hit.
Yeah,
Oof.
That's.
threw 4 8s on 8d8s. Yeah, fucking solid.
That's insane.
Yeah, so you brace for the impact, raise the magical barrier. The sub-zero temperatures and cold is shattering ice just builds up from the floor, and these spikes run straight into the wall, crushing into it, and that entire corner is basically turned into like a deep freezer, and it just begins almost kind of like flaking and snowing.
That's awesome.
But it just stands in front of you and just raw and hits its chest and kind of stands ready for the retaliation.
Neato.
And that ends Jalmuk's turn.
Without your
Lock.
+5, I would have held
Lock.
been in a lot worse position.
Okay.
Got you.
Locke is going to. Screw it. We're gonna do it. He's gonna cast lightning bolt. Directly at.
Just right across, right in front of Godric. Yeah.
Yep. Right in front of Godric.
Right into the. Right into the arc.
So Godric's like in the lock with this guy basically. I tell him take it
Kind of.
through the
Yeah.
brain. I'm like 1 step back, Godric.
Kind of.
And then there's a rolling thunder sound, and then crash of lightning that goes all the way across the room. He needs to do, if nothing happens, dexterity.
What's
17.
what's the spell level for the spell?
Well, I'm casting it at 5th level.
You're casting it at 5th level,
I am.
and it's a radius, right?
The line.
No, it's the
It's
line.
a line.
Yep.
It's a line.
Lightning bolt.
5 foot line, right?
5 foot line. fills up that whole space.
The range is 100 feet.
100-foot line. Yep,
100 feet 5. Yeah, there we go.
it's right across them, into the other wall.
Okay.
So,
He's going to save
Dex 17.
instead of counterspell you.
Oh, come on.
Um,
You can't counterspell. That's against the rules.
it's against it's against the rules.
Duh rules.
DC what? 17?
17.
Dex, right?
Dex.
Oh, it's a 17.
Mm,
So you cast it
fuck you,
5th
guy.
level, right?
Yeah.
So this shimmering aura of fiery magic kind of leaps upwards and just eats the spell. And then he grabs the magic from it and then just eats it.
Literally eats the weave.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy.
Well, does he still take the half damage? Or does he absorb everything?
He does half damage.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, 15 then.
Ooh.
15 lightning damage.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah. I lower my hand and kind of like flick, and there's like a bolt of lightning that goes into the ground off my fingertips. Yeah, I'm frustrated now. It didn't do what I wanted it to.
Lightning didn't go burr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a new sound effect idea for the lightning. That's pretty neat. Just A10 with a flash at the end. Brr.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I guess that ends my turn.
Who's after Locke?
I
Terrowyn.
am. All right. I'm gonna look at this last,
Archduke is on deck.
minor cultist that is still standing.
Hopefully he's not a minor.
Okay.
He might be. We already established cultists aren't people.
Yeah.
What they do outside of this is
Sorry,
irrelevant.
I'm trying to be sorry. Okay.
You're not worth my time, and I'm going to quicken spell.
Solid. Quicken the spell.
A chill touch at him.
Okay.
So that will be that's only a 14 to hit.
14. That hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
For 11 points of necrotic damage.
11? Oh, he's dead.
Nice.
The necrotics
Yeah.
are back.
Just a skeletal hand, palms his face, and he melts a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will look at Jalmuk.
Okay.
I'm much more worried about you. And I'm gonna cast Enervation at him.
Good
Okay.
spell.
Solid spell.
So he needs to make a Dex 17 saving throw.
Dex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Something he's not totally bad at.
Oh. This part of the spell, that is cool.
He passes
Darn.
at 17.
Ah, that's a bummer. Okay, well in that case he just takes 6 points of necrotic damage.
6?
Yeah.
What?
It would have been a lot cooler if he
What? I'm
failed.
not buying it. 6?
Yeah,
Okay.
Andrew, it would have been a lot cooler if you failed. You should consider
You should, yeah.
Well,
I
and
should
get
I will definitely
3
consider that
whole-
next time.
I get 3 whole hit points back.
that. Hey.
Nice.
Hi, puppy. She's gone.
Alright,
She's gone from my
and
life.
I'm staying near / slightly behind Ulpion, so I'm gonna end my turn there.
Sounds like a plan to me.
After Katarina?
Okay.
Is the arc with Magi.
Archmagi.
Arch Magi.
Archmagi
Followed by the
Tandor.
cultist.
Watching you attention deficit is actually very entertaining.
Why?
I look over you, I'm like, after Archmagi, I'm like, petting dog. Completely not, like, oblivious to the fact. It's just funny.
Let's see.
Oh dear.
Nice. Crunchy.
Bro. Bro. Old school,
All right.
from Sesame Street there, yeah?
Oh, fuck.
Sunny day.
He turns to Locke,
No, no.
Oh.
Don't worry about the lightning.
looks at you. It's quite a spell. Here's one of my own, and a point of bead of light shows up
No,
on his
thank
finger,
you.
and he throws it in your direction.
Counterspell.
Counterspell!
He
Bead of
counterspells
light?
your counterspell.
Oh, you
Shit.
counterspell! The spell
I
counter!
counterspell his counters.
Are you within 30?
Maybe not.
Close. 5,
No.
10, 15, 20, 20.
Whoa, one away.
One away.
Oh!
I don't counterspell.
That's what
his
you get for just sitting in the
counterspell.
corner.
I don't want to get fucking wrecked by whatever that is.
It's
Uh,
a disintegration,
It's one
right?
that doesn't move. I don't want to get fucking wrecked.
He casts Fireball at you.
Oh, jeez.
So
Oh.
this little beam of light just kind of goes through the air like fast, almost like watching a UFO in those fucking videos. It just zips over there
Oh.
and then just starts glowing and expanding and then just explodes in the corner.
Ah.
All right, so I'm gonna need a DC 17 Dexterity saving throw from you.
Come on.
Okay.
Roll it.
Get out of here.
Oh
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Son
You know
of a
what?
bitch, I should've
Do you know
punched
what?
you right there.
Do you know what's great?
Oh my god, just
Do you know what my?
just
Do you know what?
watch her go out. Oh.
I've done
Do you
that
know what?
before.
You know what I have for a dexterity bonus? It's a +1. Hell yeah, I made
Yes!
it! Woo!
Nice. You take half of 40.
Damn, that hurts.
Yeah. Congrats.
Oh man, you had 69 hit points.
Spell damage is
I
rolling
did
high
have
this time,
69. I forgot to call it out.
dude. Ugh. Waste.
It's funny because the numbers look like they're giving him mutual oral
Yeah.
pleasure.
So is it like explodes over you and you kind of just crouch down and throw up a barrier to protect yourself? It just overwhelms it, melts through, blasts like a furnace against you, this heat, but you're spared from the vast majority of the damage because behind you the wall is like actually turning orange and red as the stone heated behind you.
Fire corner, ice corner. What's going
Yeah.
on here?
Elemental battle.
Elemental rave.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I brought the lightning.
Yeah,
Where's the acid?
yeah, exactly. Get them all going here.
Got
That
the radiant,
will...
that's it.
Huh?
Well, Radiant's all I can do.
Oh, that's not elemental. You're doing it wrong.
Pure element.
As a bonus action, he reaches into his pocket, pulls out this unholy sigil and says, "And for you," and throws it directly at you.
Hey.
This thing, like, hits you, and you're like,
can't bonus
what?
action. That's wrong.
and then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
DC 14, though, so not that bad.
Okay, you did use your thing though, right? You can't use it. Okay.
I can't use this thing anymore.
The stakes are high. Stakes are high.
Could be high or low.
What's my bonus for wisdom? 3.
Ooh.
+2.
Yeah, our kid already has it in because I'm just used to looking at the paper.
+3.
It's plus
No,
it's plus
plus
2 D&D Beyond already accounts for the ring.
Well, your wisdom
Right.
saving throw is better than mine.
Ooh.
+3.
Oh! Hot! Hot!
Oh.
What do you roll?
10!
10?
10!
You needed a
Oh.
14. So what'd you get?
A 10!
You got 10 total.
10 total?
10 total!
Oh, you fail.
I'm.
Unless you got something up your sleeve, you already used your extra roll.
I know.
Magic items?
No, I don't got none of that. But I got fucking. Luck I could use. Nah, just fucking hit me with it. I don't know what the fuck it's gonna do, but let's go.
Okay.
That's all.
Probably.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, just go ahead. It's like, now you die.
So it hits you, and this like black substance just like melts into your skin, goes into you, and then you just hear him, "Please, do away with the witch in the corner, would you?" As you're charmed.
Oh no!
Hey, That axe is supposed to be on our side.
Hey, that witch in the
Reasonable.
corner is me!
Oh no!
And we're gonna take a break.
Oh no!
Wait, say that again.
He does like on average 40 damage like a round.
We're gonna take a break.
Yep.
PvP.
Take a
No.
break.
If I hit you,
Let's
In
all go to the
advance?
lobby.
He's so
Let's all
sorry.
go to the
He's so
lobby. Let's all
heard
go to
that.
the lobby.
Get
ourselves
some
snacks.
Be
Yay!
back in about 15 minutes. Oh, and we're back.
my god, no.
Friend turned enemy.
Alright, anyways.
Friend turned friend of my enemy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
friend turned friend of my enemy.
Friend,
Yeah.
friend of me.
We're all friends here. Anyways, all of us.
Even the bad guys.
Yeah, even the bad guys.
They're all
Everybody's just
friends.
having a good old friend time. It's like Cheers, but in the
Ooh.
basement.
Yeah, a little friendly friend fight.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so whose turn?
So the Arc Magi just went.
Mhm.
There's no more cultists left. Put me on Trin's turn.
Trin Twilight, the goblin.
Yeah.
Bar-rated.
Yeah, Trin steps up. And as he looks at Godric, I say, Godric, you need to protect your brother. You're just gonna let this Magi beat him up? As I give him Bardic Inspiration.
You can use
Please
inspiration
don't use
as
that to attack
against
me.
Katarina.
And then I turn.
Why wouldn't he?
I turn towards the Magi. You nerd! And I start playing my song. I see the crimson
You
blood
threw
drops fall, and the beauty of it all is the blood's coming from you. As I cast as I cast Phantasmal Force.
Okay.
As you should see, as I attempt to make him see the illusion of the devils that would normally serve him, that have been protecting him in these past couple rounds, turning on him, attacking him, slashing him, and biting the shit out of him. He needs a
Gotcha.
DC 18 intelligence saving throw.
Unless he's
Was it 17 you said?
18.
18. Intelligence.
Intelligence. Let's be real smart.
Yeah, that's the one thing he's really good at.
I hope he wasn't.
Fair play.
Wizard.
Well, I thought.
It
Yeah, but
ain't
he's-
I
his
thought he
dumb
was like-
stat,
Yeah, but
that's
he's
for
got to
sure.
be a dumbass if he's fighting
No,
us.
I thought he
Fair
was
enough.
like a fake wizard,
A fake
or
wizard?
like a warlock. He's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Alright, so
super
he gets a
smart.
24 to save. Anyways.
Dang.
And so the spell doesn't take effect.
Good
No, it
song,
doesn't. Yeah, it was a good try.
As I end my turn.
Save that song. I want to hear
He
it
just
again.
turns with like this like malice in his voice and just quiet, you goblin fool.
Yeah, that's my turn. Go to Altheon, yeah.
Oh.
Hound is on
Big
deck.
B's
Being this
insulting
close-
glare.
This close to Jama, can I tell what he is? Do I have an idea, an inkling?
Yeah, you have an idea of what it is. You are pretty sure he's an Oni.
Okay, perfect. Having just weathered that blast from all the ice, I just, from my kneeling position, look up, smile. Well, now it's my turn, friend. Bonus action branding smite. Then I'll step up and uppercut with the blade, two-handed. And then attack against him.
Okay,
That is a 29 to hit.
Nice.
that's a hit.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
Solid.
smite a third level spell on top of that then.
Gonna throw
Okay.
his- Cut him from groin to chin. Just,
Okay,
ooh, not great.
uh, 33 plus, what was it? 39 points of damage.
39.
Yeah, all but 7 of it is radiant.
All right. So you just rising uppercut with the blade with both hands, just comes straight up. You carve into the floor as it goes up to his legs, and he throws both of his clawed hands down, just in the cross motion to hit the blade, and it hits his hands. And you can see this backblast of magic come off as your smite goes off and throws across his body, flinging off parts of his cloak and just tearing it away from him. But he's still just standing there holding the blades. It's cutting into his arms, and you can see blood begin to like run down your blade and drip onto the ground.
For the duration of that spell, which is 1 minute, he is branded. He sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and cannot become invisible.
Okay.
Then I
Solid.
attack with my second attack.
All right.
And smite him again.
I saw that and freaked out. That's a 23 to hit.
That's another hit.
24 to hit, sorry.
Is that another smite?
Yes, with another smite on top of it. 31 points of damage.
31.
Nice.
Nice, cool 70.
Yeah, just a cool 70. It is technically a nuke.
Okay.
But yeah. I pull the sword back as he's trying to hold onto it, and I just do another spinning uppercut onto the attack.
Gotcha.
My shield definitely magically moving out of the way from my own strikes.
Yeah, this one he absolutely is caught off guard by. He has to kind of step aside, and you carve like upwards, just barely, like coming right across, grazing up towards his head. It just kind of tilts over and just looks at you and comes to like swing back with its claw as a counter.
All right, that's my. I'm gonna stay right where I'm at, so that's my turn.
Okay.
Hound of Ill Omen.
All right.
It's the
he-
hound's turn.
He
Yay!
is going to attack
Let's go, hound.
Lady
Let's
Yaman
go.
again, and I think he gets advantage since he's within 5 feet of Godric.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty.
Lady
Yeah, sounds good.
Nice. For
That's a hit.
9 points of piercing damage.
Nine. Gotcha.
Nice.
And that's
Was
it for him.
magical, right?
I think we determined it
Yeah.
what it
Yeah, we
was.
did.
Yeah.
We determined it would be.
Sweet. And that's it for him.
Nice. That'd be Sarsa.
I'm getting mauled by a dog. Shit.
That little powerful warlock. Why the fuck am I dying to a dog?
He's a good dog.
He's a good boy.
He's the bestest of boys.
Don't think of these warlocks.
Let's see.
They're all mages.
Most of them are dead, so doesn't really matter.
So she turns, looks at the Archmagi and says, "Good idea, Archmage. Here, Mephistopheles blesses you," and she casts a spell on him.
Hey.
On the dog?
No, on
Oh.
the Archmagi.
Oh.
Now am I with
I thought she was targeting me there for a second.
No. All right, so she casts Shield Faith on him.
Fucking guy.
Yeah, he has faith in Mephistopheles.
She's cleric.
All
Could
right.
be. I didn't think about that.
Should heal. Oh, we should pivot.
And that will be the end of her turn.
All right, Godric's up.
Uh-oh.
Godric's up. Uh-oh, Godric's up, everybody.
Uh-oh.
Everybody pay attention. It's Godric's turn.
Having called the hammer up, I get ready to swing, and I stop hearing his words, and just it makes sense to me. And I just turn around, and chuck it at where the supposed witch in the corner is.
Okay. Roll to attack. Roll to hit.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Ooh, 16 to hit.
Shield!
Shield.
Please.
Solid.
Godric, what are you doing?
Did you throw that Bardic Inspiration on top?
I did not. I'll be up front with you.
Don't.
Yeah. He's like, oh.
Does he
mean-
have to?
Technically, he doesn't. I'm just. I want to see how uncomfortable it makes everybody at the table. You're over there
No,
squirming.
don't do it. Don't be a monster.
That's fair. Wait. Get that in. I'm just gonna drop my rage because I'm confused now. Wait,
Sure.
We're all friends.
you're both Why are my friends fighting?
Hmm?
I'm gonna call the hammer back and end my turn.
Okay. This hammer comes flying straight at you. You don't even like you're busy focusing on the Oni standing across from you, like prepping and thinking how you're gonna deal with this, and then you look up and you see this Goliath just heave this hammer your direction, and you just shield it just deflects off, goes into the ceiling, goes through it, and then you hear him yell at you. He's like, "Wait, Katarina, why are you fighting?" And he just calls it back and comes back through the roof on the other side and into his hand.
And you see me looking between the arch and you.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Jolnik.
Jolnik.
Lock on deck.
Lock is on deck.
Is that the best you have, petty human/elf? He's obviously partially blind from the light that's
From the
reading.
branding smite.
Yeah, from the branding smite.
Now Ulthion's pissed at being
Yeah,
called
Too
a
stoic to
human.
respond to him.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Um,
exactly what
He's
you said.
absolutely seething at being confused for a human.
All right. So, let's see.
I mean, like, try again.
So he walks forward, takes a step closer to you, ready for a strike. Then he just looks at your face and makes eye contact with you. Just hear my words. We are allies. And he attempts to cast Charm Person.
He must have really not known I was an elf.
So
then.
devoted.
I'm completely immune to charm effects.
Mhm. Yeah.
I relax my shoulders and go, "You're right, we are."
And I'm sitting there like, wait, what?
And that ends John Wick's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, lock.
All right.
Katarina, you're on deck.
You're on the Katarina.
I brush off the embers on my cloak, and then roll into another lightning bolt. Let's just trade some spell.
Bolty McBolt face over here.
Hell yeah.
Bolt face. Gotcha.
Is one loose? What? Anyway, let's do it at 5th level.
All right. Sounds good.
If nobody tries to counter it, it's a DC 17 Dex saving throw for him.
It hasn't come back to his turn, so he doesn't have his reaction back yet.
All right.
Yeah.
Well then, let's do it.
Save throw.
You saved
Oh,
me again.
that was a
Without the
solid
plus
roll.
2 AC, I would have gotten it.
Yeah. So
Soraya say,
brush off the embers, then pull a strand of lightnings between my fingers, and then out towards him.
Like it.
I'll do the sound effect.
The DC 17.
DC 17 Dex.
Dex. He fails.
He takes 36 lightning damage.
36. Solid.
And then I'm going to use
Blast.
my ability to add, where did it go? A power surge. I get one a day if I don't. Oh, I counterspelled some stuff. I actually have 2 right now. Neat. Anyway, so it's going through him, and then I clap my hands together, and at the end of the bolt, there's a huge crash of lightning, like a natural one, almost, like it's right in the room. It adds another 6 points of force damage to
Gotcha.
that attack.
And so you cast the lightning bolt, and it lashes out across the room, striking into his magical barriers and penetrating through him. He turns, and like freaking Yoda in Attack of the Clones just starts catching it in one hand. It's like in this orb, and he's holding on to it, but it's like lashing through him, tearing at his clothing, and just going right through him, zapping the wall behind. And then he kind of starts to push back, and he's like, you can see in his face it's straining every bit of magical energy he has and effort he has to put forward. Then with that final blast,
Here's something
It just-
extra.
boom! collapses inwards, and he's just obliterated and just splatters across the ceiling, against the wall, just dead outright.
So then I pull back and all the smoke and shit around me just
Yeah. There's just steaming
Goes away.
piles of archmagi just all over the place.
Is Godric still charmed, or does it end when that guy dies?
My best friend exploded. Why did you kill my best friend? I'm
I
confused.
think it just says
It's
it lasts.
permanent.
It's not. It's
Yeah,
not,
it just lasts.
Oh, okay.
It just lasts.
Yeah.
I love the idea that it's permanent, and so after all of this, confused and sad, we bury the Archmagi for Godric.
Just for Godric. Why would we do that?
Okay.
All right, is that end your turn?
That will end my turn.
Dope. Katarina.
I'll start marking some people off this thing, I guess.
Bitch.
Probably should.
Well, either did.
Oh yeah. Before my turn ends, though, I'm gonna say psychically to everyone, capture her.
Mm.
Mm.
Wow, somebody's upsetty spaghetti right now. Damn it.
Or don't. You know,
Yeah,
you don't have
whatever.
to listen.
Yeah.
We're in the heat. We're
There's
in the heat
tons
the
of
moment.
information you could probably get from the Oni. I'm just saying.
Look, devils like contracts. We'll find paperwork.
Paperwork. I like it. The devil is in the details. That's what they say.
Fuck, go for it.
Literally, he's right there.
You say that
Right there.
something like, I'm gonna look
He's
at
all,
this
"Ha ha."
board.
And then the details change.
He's just doing the Rickroll dance. He's like devil. Asmodeus just down there in the details of the contract. Yeah.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Never gonna keep you.
Well.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Since Locke wants us to capture her, I will listen.
Yeah.
So I'll do something less than I was gonna. I'm gonna.
Something
Non-lethal.
less than
Taser.
lethal, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just muzzled Katarina so hard, and we're all mad at you.
I'm sorry. You just don't listen to me.
Just don't listen.
Don't say dumb
Kill a
shit.
bitch.
All right. Ignorant slut.
Well, what would Katarina?
I'm gonna.
Oh, this is literally the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Nice.
I am going to throw a 3rd level ray of sickness at her.
Okay, gotcha.
Uh,
How hurt does she look? Iman.
How hurt does she look?
Yeah, is she barely wounded or
Her
no?
ankle's bleeding.
Yeah, she's got a dog latched to her ankle. It keeps biting on her. She keeps trying to knock it away with her fucking staff.
Okay,
oh no, I'm dropping my dice.
I see it right there.
Gone forever.
Gone forever.
Okay. Actually, no, that's dumb. I'm gonna do a chromatic orb instead, because it's the same spell slot, but it's another D8.
Yeah.
I like it. I like. Mike, do you like?
Mike, like.
You like?
Do you like?
Not right now, because I'm charmed, so I'm deciding who getting hit next.
We're all friends here.
You know who isn't your friend? Lady Iman.
Is that one?
Doesn't it make the caster and all their friends?
Companions, your allies? Yeah.
So everyone in here is your friend, then.
Alright, that's a 19 to hit
That's gonna be a hit.
Yes.
for.
Ooh, that's good damage. You have to choose the magic.
Yes. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I certainly hope we'll be able to find enough gold on your body to put a teeth through skull.
Mm.
And then I'm going
Nice.
to do. That'll be necrotic damage. What
course
is
it will
it?
be.
25?
Cool.
Yeah. How much?
Yeah, 25.
5. Solid.
Those are good rolls. Those are good rolls.
Yeah, so this straight orb of pure negative energy just strikes her, blasts like through her armor, knocks the hood off, tears up the cloak, and just like throws her to the floor, just onto the ground. She's just laying there. Still alive.
Just
Well, that's it for me. I'm still staying behind Alfie,
Gotcha.
even if maybe he's been charmed.
Trin.
I think I might know.
Um,
I don't know if I'd know that.
Songbird, get her! As I push my flying sword, towards Sarsa to do an attack.
She's a little worse for wear, just to let you know at the moment. So
The flying sword.
the flying sword.
Yeah, my
Look at that,
flying
dude.
Now,
sword.
at
now
that.
covered in
Look at that.
arch.
It's like you're a DM too. You just
Yeah.
move it for me,
Yeah,
and you know how to
thank
do it
you.
without knocking everything over.
Pretty good at it.
Now covered in arch. Magi
27. So
That's a hit.
9 magic damage.
9. Gotcha.
And then as I do that, I run past the back pew and I duck down. I go prone and I cast Disguise Self on myself to make myself look like one of these students, a young girl dressed in similar garb.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
He's got that look on his. He's got that scheming look
Yeah.
on his face. He's like,
So-
I'm about
And
to
then
do
It's a
something.
risky
I,
move, Cotton.
Yeah, and then
Pays
I
off.
and then
Yeah. Hope it
I
pays
pop and then I pop up and I look around and I look for a teeth. And I s-
He's just cowering by the
Yeah.
altar where he was the whole
Yeah,
time.
so as I pop up, I'm now looking as this strikingly beautiful young student.
Mhm.
Atif! Atif! As I start to motion to go towards him, and I dash over next to him, and ending my turn.
Okay. Gotcha.
Alfia.
That's me.
That's you, man. That's you.
You're right. We are friends. Ha! And I attack him.
Surprise, cockbag! Surprise, cockbag!
I imagine I'm not a good liar, so I'm not going to roll or ask for advantage on this. I'm just going to roll 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use a smite on top of that.
Okay.
Ooh, there we go. 23 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack.
Okay.
23 to hit again.
Solid.
19 points of damage.
Okay. So he's looking at you. He's leaning close, and you had to get a little bit closer just so that he could really hear you. You're like, we are
So-
friends. And then he goes, good. And then as he finishes that, you just sword comes out off an arm and just hits the ceiling and drops to the ground. He grabs it, starts howling, right, and fucking yelling and screaming. And then you're just like, all right, straight through this chest, kills him outright.
No.
Boom, his dead body just drops to the ground.
You only stabbed him through the chest.
We took an arm off first. They had to
Took
make
an
it
arm
look
off,
good.
too.
Yeah, a little flare.
Nice.
I
But
let
yeah,
go of the
Jama-
sword and let him fall with the sword still in his chest.
Nice.
Reach out, catch my shield. Boom. Do a cool hero pose.
Nice.
Hero pose. All right.
Good one, Alfie.
Oh my
You had me
God,
going
he's
there for a
Captain
second.
America right now.
Hound.
Yes, I was a master. of deception.
Pound. Yep.
Well, his one and only purpose in life is to attack this woman, so that's what he's gonna do.
And she's looking real hurt. So let you know. So
Then I will. I don't know. If
she's
we
on the
could've-
ground crawling. She's coughing up blood, rolling over, and there's still wisps of necrotic energy tearing at her flesh.
What are you? He's attacking.
Ooh.
23 to hit
Yeah, you-
That's a
for
You did that.
13 points of piercing damage.
Yes.
13.
Mm-hmm.
13 points of subdual damage.
What?
I mean, the hound didn't hear the order.
Oh, non-lethal. I was like, what? Forgot about subdual
Yeah,
damage.
he wouldn't have heard it.
That's some OG
Hashtag
terminology.
non-lethal, Lila.
Aw.
I feel
That's a
like
terrible
hearing
direction for you,
hearing
though. You
Locke
should go
say
this
that
way.
because I know my hound, the only thing he does is attack the person I tell him to.
Come on.
I would have told him, like, gently now. So hopefully he'll do non-lethal. But I don't know. I also don't know how that would work, 'cause he just bites.
He's just bitey.
He's a biter.
Okay. I mean, rules is written. You just have to say the attack is subdual. That's it.
Alright, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he runs over to her, like pounces on top of her chest, and like pins her arms to the ground by like the shoulders, and just growls in her face as like these wisps of shadow just kind of pour up and go up towards the ceiling, and she's just laying there, just terrified. Just, don't, please.
Just keep it there. I'll be right over. Alright, that's it for him.
Okay.
I think that's it, yeah?
Yeah, well, no. Now it's Arthur's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's...
So she just capitulates. She's just like, don't eat me,
So
demonic thing.
I kick what's left of the pew that's in front of me out of the way.
Mhm.
Walk over and grab the floating sword, and then just kind of press it down to her on the nape. Just to hold it there.
Atif, we've got to get out of here. People are dying.
Necessary. This thing is already sitting on me. It's already sitting on me.
Yes.
I'm not going anywhere.
Silence.
What are you doing, Locke? Why are you attacking her?
The dog won't last.
No, but she's my friend.
I'm not gonna hurt her.
Or Borks.
You have a sword at her neck. What do you mean? And I'm gonna hop down and walk closer. What's going on? You just killed one of my friends.
I pull it away from her with a little flourish, and then tap you and dispel magic.
Okay.
Alright, like put the tip of the sword just tink.
You killed one of. Wait.
I tug on Atif's hand and I say, Atif, we need to go.
Atif's just like, what? Why?
You're killing everybody.
And he looks
I'm-
around the room.
I'm gonna say, do we still have our
The
link up? Yeah, we do,
adventurers?
right?
It's like, wait, I recognize you. You were in at the tavern. And wait, you were all there too. I saw all of you there.
I was quite upset that I didn't get the interview that you did. I'm gonna say
And
telepathically.
he looks around the room. He's just like, apparently.
I'm gonna say telepathically to Trin, no loose ends.
I'm gonna walk past the Oni's body. As I do, I'll reach over, grab my sword, twist it, and wrench it from his chest. Walk past everybody,
Spurt of
let
blood
them,
just comes out with it.
let them do whatever they're doing, and go up to this altar.
Mhm.
Stare at it for a second.
We don't want any part of it. Just let us go. Let me take him home.
Leave. We have other things to do.
I
Got
throw
it,
the sword
got it.
in your direction.
Clatters to the ground.
Go
How
home.
does
What do you
it?
mean go home? Like, maybe we should not. What are you doing here, anyways?
Well,
Wait, you're a part of the cult too, aren't you?
no, I'm not a part of the cult. I was worried about you, and I saw you
Worried
leave
about-
with
I
that
don't know
strange woman.
who. I don't even know who you are.
I've seen you around the school. I have.
So?
And I like try and make myself blush a little. It's just I don't know how to explain. I've just had my eye on you, and I saw you with that beautiful woman, and I was worried that you were together. And then I find this. I just and I take it. I take his hand and I look deeply into his eyes.
Mhm.
And I said, I just wanted to protect you.
Okay. Make a
Is that-
persuasion check.
This is a thing that I do.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, hopefully, either that or 30.
30.
Yep.
Solid.
death.
He's just
He's 30.
he calms down, but he's
You'll get there
still
someday.
obviously confused by the situation, and just like, okay, so you go to the college, fine, but what's supposed to happen now? What are the rest of you doing here? Why did you even come here? How did you know that I was being led here?
I'm gonna channel Altrar's vengeance through my blade, and I'm with all my might. I'm gonna smite the altar.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah. With the blessings of your deity, you just obliterate it into shards of, like, fragmented shards of stone, corrupted stone, just flares out, and there's this, like, gasp of, like, air, and this fleeting pair of, like, eyes that just dissipate with it.
I was already an enemy. Quite satisfying that.
All right.
I'll go over and talk to Ativ also.
And he sees you coming over. He's like, you are obviously not who you said you were. You are not here to go to college. I don't believe you. You're not from here.
I'm not from here. We came here to root out this cult, and we had good reason to believe that whoever was recruiting students from your school would be doing it at the Ivory Fox.
Well, I guess in a weird way that makes sense. I
That's
mean, there
why
had been people just disappearing recently within the last, year or so.
And that's what we are here to try to fix. We don't want anyone else to have to disappear.
I stand like
Alright.
a little bit between you, and I give you kind of a dirty look, pretending to be jealous.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, it still doesn't answer my question. No, I mean, should we leave? I mean, I don't know about you, but the state of this hideout or lair, there's an awful feeling attached to it. He, like, looks over towards the cages. She's like, shudders a little bit.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't even
Yeah.
want to consider what grotesque things they might have participated in here.
I take his hand and I say, we should just go. We should have no part of this.
Child, do you speak Elvish?
No, I don't.
I'll look over at you. Perhaps he just needs his memories rearranged. In Elven.
You said, basically, this elven saying about leaving bad things behind.
All right.
Come on, let's just go. Please.
Are we free to leave?
Go on.
Thank you.
I don't want to live my life looking over my shoulder for what comes next. I mean, I assume you all mean well, but I know that they were cultists and worshippers of a devil, but you did technically just kill a lot of people.
We're with the Inquisitors. Go on.
Inquisition? Really?
How about
That's truly terrifying. I definitely don't want any part of this at all.
just let your friend take you out of this terrible place? That will help everybody calm down.
Oh, all right. There's some pretty awful things here, though. You should make sure the Inquisitors come and clean this up. I don't know what's in beyond those doorways, but they didn't really seem like the most friendliest of tomes and books or scrolls for study.
Thanks for sparing us. Thank you. As I take his hand and I kind of like try and tug him.
He's a little hesitant for a moment and resists, but then just eventually starts walking with you and going up the stairs out of the room.
That was so scary. As I kind of like shiver a little and I rub my arms or whatever, and I escort him up the stairs. And when we get to a certain distance away, like upstairs, before we actually
You mean like back in the manor?
back in the manor? Yeah.
Okay.
Let me know.
I'm gonna hop down and see the dog like still pouncing on her and us looking at her. I'm just gonna
No, you don't actually. You hop down and you don't see the dog.
Oh, shit, never mind. I'm gonna pull out my greatsword and just plant it by her neck with, like, the blade close to her neck, and I'm gonna wait for luck.
So I'm gonna kneel down next to her.
Mhm.
No sudden moves, please. I'm gonna start rifling through her pockets.
Again, it's going to be hard to make sudden moves with this animal just sitting on my chest. Do you not see it?
No.
I see it just fine.
As I lean over and through the hound that I don't see, and start like opening her robe, pulling out inside pockets, just like turning her over.
Mm-hmm.
That table has a lot of really interesting stuff on it. I'm gonna go look for some notes, some intel.
I take the blade, cut her belt, pull it off, make sure she doesn't have any vials on it, throw it to the side.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Also, you.
I will cast Detect Thoughts.
Ah, shit.
So, we need some information.
Mhm.
Was everybody that's part of your cult here tonight, or are there more?
Ugly.
You killed everybody. There's nobody left now.
Is she telling the truth?
She appears to be. Or at least at the very minimum, she believes that to be the truth.
7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really of any kind of importance comes out of her. She doesn't have any additional files or potions or magic items or hidden weapons, but it's also just fairly mundane. And what underneath that robe that she glamored herself with is just the clothes she wore when she came here.
Okay.
So like a half-torn dress, bodice, everything is ripped up, and like you're just searching through basically her undergarments and the belt and pulling it all off.
All right. When I go to stand up, I'll grab her by the collar and pull her up with me to stand.
I'll reach down and kind
What'd you roll?
I got a 16.
One, sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
A 16? You find a scroll of protection from Celestials
Ooh.
on the table.
Ooh.
And then you find a 4th level spell of banishment. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then a whole lot of those vials with that red elixir and stuff in. And based on popping a cap and giving it a cursory smell, smells like some sort of iron mixed with sulfur, so blood and some other components. There's a very kind of fiendish flavor to it as it rises up. This like blackish smoke coming out of the bottle. Back to you.
I was just gonna say I'll reach down and pet my hound's head. Thank you, you did well. I think we're done here for now.
You
I'll
just-
excuse him.
Paws off. Boom, boom. Turns around. Growls at her. And then just fades away into wisps of shadow.
So there's no one else that we need to worry about knowing about this cult or trying to restart it, right?
No? Everyone is dead. I guess I'm the only one. I assume I'm... You said the Inquisition sent you, but I don't believe you.
Well, they know we're here, at the very least. Or they will.
As you guys are having this conversation, you hear a clatter. And you look, and out of nothingness, this little imp just comes out of its invisibility. And it walks over to her. And it has this little, like, piece of metal, this piece, or this glass. And it holds it up in front of her. And then you see the Archduchess herself appear in the mirror.
Ooh.
And this almost perfect paragon of fiendish beauty but with this absolutely terrifying, calming voice. Just speaks to Lady Amon. Just know, there, little servant of Mephistopheles, that Konewald has been and will always be mine. And you can tell him that when you see him. And then just, the mirror just shatters. And the imp just goes invisible. Disappears. And she just looks absolutely terrified. Her eyes are wide. She's shaking. Don't send me to him like this. Don't do this to me. You don't know what you're sending me to. You don't understand. I have seen the layers. I've seen them. Don't send me there.
How many others did you send to him, knowing what you know?
As souls? To be traded and bargained with? Too many.
I will see what he's probably thinking and step away from her.
Too many.
I'll walk up, sword in hand, pointed at her.
Just gonna stand behind both of y'all.
If you don't want to go to Mephistopheles, perhaps now is your moment of repentance. Recant your sins, rededicate your life, and we'll hope that's enough. As I walk around behind her with the sword.
She's like looking around the room, trying to, it looks like, gauge what's happening. So I'm the last of the cultists here, but there are others. There are other groups, worshippers in other places, in other cities. Other representatives of Mephistopheles. I'm not the only one, I'm not the last.
I think we are beyond your threats.
It's not a threat, but you'll never find them without some assistance. It's obvious that you're in cahoots, working with the Archduchess.
Right.
So who are you to
Sting
tell
my
me to
blade a
recant
little.
my sins? You hypocrites? A paladin of the Seldarine? And you make a bargain with an archdevil? Why not trade just one ally for another? If you let me live, I will tell you where a cache of magical artifacts and weapons are within the city.
We are beyond greed.
At that point, I want to try to dive deeper with my detect thoughts and see if I can figure out where it is.
She's thinking about it right now.
That's so good!
Ooh, you pull it and just go, you mean right here?
Mhm.
That's nasty.
That's good.
Nice.
So she has
Ah,
to
you're cold as shit.
do a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom?
Also,
Mm-hmm.
we're not here for the other cities.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
She fails.
She failed.
Mhm.
She failed. Failure. Rip that thought right
All
out of
right.
her.
So
God damn.
if she's currently thinking about
Hmm?
where this cache of what, or even if it's even real, I should be able to read whatever she's thinking.
So, it's a lie. There's nothing. Her thoughts are absolutely just racing to the deepest, darkest, most terrible tortures that await her for failing Mephistopheles and for being defeated.
Is she telling the truth about the other cults in other places? Not that that's really any of our concern, but
Oh, she's telling the truth about that. There are many different groups of individuals.
well, I guess lucky for us, there's no cache of weapons for her to try to bring us to.
But there's nobody else in Konewald that she knows of.
You have said you do not want us to send you to your master. This is your last chance. I will be forthright with you. You're going to die. Do you recant your oaths or hold firm?
So she just fear, then turns into anger, and she just twists her face and yells at you all. Fine. If you won't be persuaded, then you are all fools, and Mephistopheles will avenge us himself at some point. Fine, send me to him. I go gladly.
Then tell him my name is Ulfion Amadea, and I'm looking forward to the meeting. And I kill her.
Yes! Get her! Yeah!
Stroke. Head comes off clean and rolls across the floor and comes to a rest by one of the pews off to the side.
I don't like what we're doing here. I do feel we may have made an incorrect choice. But what's done is done.
And you guys hear, yeah, but you all did it so well, as Ismina comes down the staircase. Trin, so happy to hear from you. I'm glad that you and your friends came to your senses and decided to accept our deal.
Yeah.
The Lady Glacia is exceptionally enthused with what unfolded here, so thank you from our deepest, deepest hearts. Again, she awaits to be called upon to redeem the favor, whatever that favor would be.
We know what we'd like now.
Do you?
Yes.
What is it?
We have a couple of friends that are stuck in the Nine Hells and we'd like them back.
Ah, I see. Double-crossed by your mother and such.
Something like that.
No, you have one friend waiting in Hells.
It doesn't matter if the other one would consider us friends or not. She's to be released as well.
No, she's dead.
What about her soul?
Someone already had claim on it. Everything went as planned. Should be with her god in Elysium. The Warforged put up a lot of resistance from what I understand. I didn't actually witness her demise myself, unfortunately. But from what I understand from Lady Glacia and from Lilith, Lilith was subsequently punished and is now being tortured for her insubordination on behalf of her lady, but that'll only last 50 to 100 years. She'll be out again eventually.
Katerina, I do not think I have the patience for this fiend. Please, let's finish our business.
Well, that's not fair. Just because I have horns doesn't mean I'm a fiend.
You're right. It's something else. I'm gonna kneel down and wash the blood off of my blade on Iman's cloak.
By the way, just ignore the elf anyways. All those paladins and warriors, holy warriors, are all the same. We've all experienced them. They all say the same thing about me. Oh, look, it's a tiefling when I walk down the streets. And, you know, there's people like him that encouraged young children to throw rotten tomatoes at me when I walked to the temples.
Not
To
deign
give
to know
thanks.
who I am.
I deign to know exactly what you're about.
All right.
Yet you accuse me
Enough
of
of
the same
that.
thing.
Oh.
If Brittle's death came unjustly under the watch of your lady, then I would request that we do get our living friend back, and I would like to keep that favor for later.
That's a bold move. That's a bold move negotiating with the Archduchess. She offered you a favor. You said you knew you wanted someone back. That's a bold request. You're in her good graces currently. I wouldn't push the issue any further. There is no Brittle to bring back. Her soul rests in Elysium. We had no claim to it. She made no deals, offered nothing. She gave nothing to Lilith either.
We should untangle this thread. Take our favor and walk away.
So, get Hargraves.
Fine. We want Hargraves back in the material plane, without any memory of the torture he's endured for this long.
Don't know if she has the ability to do so. And he has not been being tortured this entire time. Once Lilith's schemes were found out, he was freed of her, and he's been kept an eye on. He's been watched and sitting within a cell, all by his lonesome, waiting the day that you came through on this end and did what Glacia knew you would do, which was use this favor here as opposed to use it for something more important later. Either way, we'll free him.
See, that's the differences.
You're not there, right?
No, you said my name.
Did I?
I guess I'm not. I wasn't going to be there, but when you said my name... I
Oh,
was
yeah,
totally
that's
there.
right. Oh, my bad. I forgot you were in the room.
Can I not be there? Can I unbe there?
Why not?
You're up
Yeah,
with
sure.
a T, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that you left, did the transformation thing. Anyways. What was I saying?
We're gonna use this favor now, not for when it's more important later.
No, that's not what I was saying. Oh. Where would you like to grab him?
Send him?
Well, we don't have the ability to just transfer across the plains. Devils can't do that. They have to either be summoned or a portal has to be opened for them. So who's coming with me to go get your friend and Avernus?
I'll go.
Fair enough. I assume that would be the answer.
Wait.
Either way,
I don't.
come to me. And she holds out her hand.
Does she have to go alone?
Transporting more than one person is exceptionally dangerous.
I could go. It would be very uncomfortable for them.
No, I'm not taking you. You're unpleasant.
It'll be alright. I'll be back before you know it.
He's waiting.
I'll take her hand.
Alright. So she traces like a sigil in the air with this like flame that comes out of her claw finger, the edge of her claw, and a portal opens, and there's this blast of like heat and this smell of sulfur that just washes through the room, and then you both step through.
If she is harmed in any way, these devils will learn a new definition of the word crusade.
I don't know what that word means, but I agree.
You would love it.
What does it mean?
It's a holy war.
Like waging like an entire like war against big. Nice. Interesting. Well, what the hell do we do while we wait for this?
Do we burn all this or save it for the Inquisition?
Well,
We save it for the Inquisition.
let's go look at what the boy said. Some of the rooms were spooky as shit. So let's go take a look.
Right.
Want to make sure there's nothing else like that. As I point where the hell that thing is on the ground.
It's an Oni. A type of ogre. Rare, powerful. Spellcasters.
Oh, I walk over and I pick up my axe. I'm not good with axes.
I noticed.
I've been wielding a sword too long. I kept trying to hit him with the hilt.
Switching from the glaive to the sword, I had no problem.
You're also old.
So you guys are gonna go, what? Check out the rooms, like
Yeah.
look through the
Just-
doors, or are you trying to go inside them?
I'm gonna search in here. Temple.
Yeah,
As well.
I was gonna go
I'm
in the
gonna
other
go
rooms.
Yeah, I'll go with
I
Broderick.
included
We're
all
just
that
gonna-
pretty much in your guys' broad investigation.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna broadly investigate this
Yeah.
entire place, going through
Yeah,
doors, everything.
yeah.
Now you found everything of use. There's schemas for creating the potions and manuals and manuscripts for worshiping Mephistopheles, direct orders from like the cult leaders, correspondence about people, targets, where to find them, recruits, and basically almost a paper trail of them trying to weasel their way up the upper echelon of the college.
We'll turn this into the Inquisition.
Yeah, there aren't any other official cult members, but they definitely have their eyes on people, and there are near to informants who don't realize that that's what they're doing for the cult.
Subjects of blackmail, too, I assume.
Yes. Yeah, some court officials, some town guards, people that they were paying to keep things quiet. All underneath the presumption that the Archmage was an adventurer working with the Adventurers Guild.
Hmm. He was a part of the academy.
That's what I was kind of worried about.
So Trin, you get to the top of the manor, go through the secret door, through the wine cellar, out through the bookcase into the library, and you and Atif just kind of have this moment. It's dark. He's like, "Why? It's so dark in here."
I don't know. There's been
Where's
a
the
lot
front
of
door?
disturbance. I'm sorry?
The front door. I can get out in the streets. I feel like I can still smell the evil from down in the lair.
All right. I think it's this way. But really quick. As I flip my guitar around and I start playing a song just like kind of out of nowhere.
What? That you were carrying that? And he
Yes,
just looks confused.
I'm doing this for you. Even now, pretend you can trust me, friend. For every little lie I tell you here tonight, your mind will need to rest. I'll save you, it's for the best. So go and find your home. As I sing, and I use the mandolin's power to charm him and wipe the memories of everything that happened this evening. Nothing happened. You're okay. It was another crummy night at the Silver Fox after failing some
Ivory
tests.
Fox?
Yes, at the Fox.
Ivory
Ivory
Fox.
Fox. After failing a couple tests.
God damn it, start playing the song again.
You're
Let's try it. Come sail away, come sail. No.
You're gonna go home and it's gonna feel like maybe you had a couple too many. But then you're gonna refocus and commit yourselves to your studies and go about things the right way. No shortcuts. And then I was in a daze and I'm still like visaged as this young gal. I give him a kiss on the cheek and I send him on his way.
So he turns to walk towards like the front door and he just goes, "No shortcuts. No shortcuts. Sounds so wise. Who told me that?" And he's just walking into the street and you hear him talking to himself as he leaves.
Yeah. And I just take a moment. I hope it was worth it. I know I made the right decision. But I'm sure they're torturing that girl now. I should get back there. As I turn and
I crow, caw.
yeah, caw. Yeah, I don't know they
Yeah.
killed her. I'm gonna start heading back now that I see him going home safe.
So after about maybe 20 minutes or so, Trin comes back down and sees you all kind of sorting through the documents, tearing through tables, tipping everything over. Walks in the hallway, so you walk past him. He's like scanning the runes and looking at the glyphs of wording and trying to figure out what everything is and what it does and how it connects. And so Trin comes just tap, tap, tap down the stairs.
Welcome back, Trin.
But you don't see Katarina there.
Where's Katarina? Oh my God!
What?
What did she kill Katarina? Is that her? As I point to like some of the splatters on the wall.
No.
No, I fucked up.
No, it's fine. Katarina just went to hell. With Mina, right? That's her name.
Yes.
How are you so calm about this?
I'm not calm. I'm worried.
You say it so matter-of-factly!
Yes? If I'm worried, there's no point in, yes, it's there. What can I do about it? Nothing.
Maybe explain what the hell Katarina's doing in hell?
She went to retrieve Hargraves.
Ismina took her so she could retrieve Hargraves. She hasn't been back yet, and we're starting to get a little worried.
A little bit, yes.
So we're distracting ourselves with mostly useless
That
paper.
pile over there is correspondence. That one there is evidence that the occult was at work. These are going to the Inquisition.
That bookcase was because I thought I could throw it farther.
Oh, well. She's come through before, and sometimes these things do take time. Last time it wasn't her by herself just popping people in and out. It was more of a tip-off thing, but I don't know what kind of leverage with the favor.
Oh,
About that. Your friend, Gretel,
Yeah,
she's gone to Elysium.
well, that's sad, but it's better than the alternative. Right? Maybe.
You should probably tell, what's her face?
Patty?
Patty, yes.
I don't know if that's really going to make anything better.
Oh, but knowing that she is passed on in hell might be helpful. I know I'd feel better if I knew one of my friends went to their god and isn't stuck in hell.
Indubitably. Certainly. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, one thing at a time. We'll have to cross that bridge at some point, I suspect, to help Locke. But we're a little dead in the water until Katarina comes back. The whole point was to close this out. But it takes a little time. Hell's a big place. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay this time.
Trin, I am a bit spent, but perhaps you can cast a spell for us?
Well, I'm not as versed as Locke or something.
That's one I've seen you cast.
Okay.
We could send a message to the Inquisitor, Dryden Pilakar. Just give him the address.
I can do that, but I'm a little hesitant to do so. In case you might know it's me. And two, what if they show up and we're still waiting?
That's a fair point. Then we wait.
I prefer to wait here than in some jail or with their weird magic that takes to tell the truth. Not a big fan of that.
Sounds uncomfortable.
Being
I've
forced
seen
to
it
tell
once
the
or
truth.
twice. What?
Being forced to tell the truth is uncomfortable.
It can be.
forced. It's less about the truth, more about the force.
Fair. Compulsion is never ideal.
Should we wait here? Smina knows where we're staying.
Well, were there any other cultists?
No. They're gone.
I don't think anyone's showing up. Maybe we just close the door and wait, and even if someone does come by, unless they're a super secret evil cultist, they won't know we're down here.
Maybe drop off a random note to a town guard. Do they have a drop box or something?
Dryden knows it was us.
Wonder if anyone.
But if we're out of his city by then.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. Because, generally when you murder dispose of, to self-defend yourself.
We,
A lot.
We are still at war, though, and we may need the allies.
And weren't they supposed? Weren't we not supposed to be known to be doing this?
Well, there's some nuances there, but Godric, as a best policy, you're not that great at being subtle.
Well,
Perhaps I can lend some assistance. As a former lawmaster, I am well versed in acting out on the letter of the law.
Well,
If the deal is being complete now, then when Hargraves returns, we can do what we want with whatever information we have.
I'm sorry, Eltheon. You shouldn't have to do that. I can do it. Really, you were supposed to know.
Well, I'm not happy, but sacrifices must be made for the greater good. I will seek out the Eldarine when I can and make peace with what we've done.
Well, that aside, I don't regret doing it. I just regret that doing it put you in that position. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's like I'm sorry, but given what I knew at the time, I would probably do it over.
I take no solace in the fact that you feel bad, but you were forgiven the moment you acted. You are my friend. You did for Hargraves what I would have done for you.
Well, let's just say I owe you one for it.
Careful. I can keep quite the ledger. Elves don't have a habit of forgetting, and we have very long lives.
Yeah, but I have very short lives. So if you don't cash in a goblin-y, timey manner, I don't think I'll reincarnate when I get old.
I'm gonna walk over, grab the slab, and just start dragging it closer to everybody, so I can lay
The
on
table?
it and take a nap.
Ooh, I wouldn't do that. Godric, I will get up. That makes me very uncomfortable, Godric. They use that for sacrifices, I'm pretty sure. See those stains? Some of those are old. Oh, he doesn't
Most
care.
of it's Archmage.
There's a chuckle from Godric.
Very
Uh,
Where is Katerina?
I'm starting to become quite anxious.
if I trust anyone to come back, it's going to be her.
So,
We'll just wait then.
Fine.
We can't do what we need to without her.
I'll take out the sensor I have of the Eldarine and just quietly walk the corners of the room while we wait and say prayers to try to cleanse this area of its evil.
Alright. Godric's napping, so what did Locke and Trin do?
I'm gonna continue to read over these notes. Distract myself.
Trin?
I'm going to sit and stare at the wall and quietly remind myself it's gonna work this time. But last time, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
So you resolve to sit and wait. In quiet. Mostly quiet. And hours march on. And March on. March on. Until next Friday.
Oh, fuck!